And we're starting. Okay.
Great. The opening notice stream. Hi guys.
Hi y'all. Welcome to Records of the Realm. Welcome to Light Arc. Sorry.
No, you're not.
To the people watching,
Look at my nails.
That's the thing. There's some moons
They're
on
right
there.
on the bottom.
Ooh.
I do like Anyways.
Radiant Blues Clues?
Yes! Kind of. You're not in Blue's Clues. You're in like expert mode Blue's Clues.
We gotta go get our thinking chairs. That's the problem this whole time.
Do you also want like Adora the Explorer to help you guys out? Just like one random NPC, like
that's trying.
Boy, Lola.
I wonder who it's from.
Should I go left or right?
Which stab came first, the top or the bottom?
O derecha.
Thanks for joining us for our later night start session, guys. It's a cozy night session. We're in our sweaters, cuddling up, even though most of us are dying from heat. So guess what? I'm not actually gonna cuddle up to my. That was just for show for 3 seconds.
My face hurts now.
I did it.
Rob everybody.
Yeah, we got Rach wrapping the iconic Temerity shirt, I guess, or lifestyle shirt, or just lifestyle shirt. Like, you know, I would wear that shirt if I had it. If I'm being honest.
A dumbass in a sweatshirt, but also the basement is freezing. This house is freezing.
I'm so jealous.
Like, not the thing to complain about.
That's a non-issue right now. It's summer.
My dumbass hates being cold.
Anyways, this is the Light Arc. These are the Radiant Babes. We're gonna do some intros. Before we do intros, no new announcements, but like we normally do, we're gonna ask you guys to check out Fun Texas Choice to help out people with uteriuses, and just help people who potentially need the assistance. We appreciate it. It also gets some fun stuff for the stream as well, specifically terrors for me to screw my players over with, like
to make us suffer.
Screw
like
me.
creepy laugh friend. And from there, we're going to talk about our stream store, thanks to Stream Elements, that Mel has made some wonderful, wonderful art that at least 2 of us are wearing today. I don't know how many people in this group even have it, but at least 2 of us are wearing. If you want cool shirts that have fun catchphrases, go check it out. Or mugs, or other things. But there's a limit. It's mainly shirts. Mainly
If
If you
top.
want in on a bumper sticker, just let us know.
Yeah.
We'll do our best.
There is a sticker.
Yeah. Third thing, we are affiliated with Gemhammer. They have awesome products, which I still didn't remember to grab beforehand, because I'm good like that.
One of these days I'll remember to remind you. I'll be like, hey Vinny, do you
Yeah.
have the gem hammer thing?
They're within like 10 feet of me. The problem is there's about 3 feet of crap between me and them, and we're just not going to deal with that. But if you want to get 20% off, use the code REX. Check out some of their stuff. They've got cards like the Deck of Many Things and alternate versions of that. They have Wild Magic Surge cards if you want some extra stuff. They have Not Safe for Work stuff, so if you want some really fun, kinky stuff, go check that out. If you want dice, if you want other things. I forget all of their products because they got a lot. But from here, we are going to head into just doing some quick intros. Apparently we're getting fans out. No? Okay, fans away? Okay.
No, I was being sassy.
I'm Vinny /Vander. I am the record keeper for the Elemental Extrication arcs, aka Elemental arcs and Light Arc and Dark Arc. So expect that to be coming sometime to a theater near you. Probably not. I also do cosplay photography and videography. Rach, you are next.
Ew. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a link. So,
For the past?
hi. No. So, hi, my name is Ray H. I play Temerity Serechor, our local warlock, and and I bring the chaos, as a lot of the other folks in our group does, but me just a lot. I also play Gargax Njaldashkmiller in my other campaign, which will be happening tomorrow evening. If you're interested, go check out twitch.tv/RobTomCow to check out our stream. That will also be virtual. So if you want to see me come play a big, fat, sexy himbo, let me know. And also follow the stream, please. Also, on top of that, currently, the website worldanvil.com is running their 2022 summer camp where they post writing prompts to elicit creativity and world building in your D&D or related creativity world. And I'm participating as I did last year because I'm a completionist and I have to have every sort of banner, emblem, anything to show that I've completed something. So I am currently 24 out of 31 prompts deep. So if you're interested in checking out any of my writing, the link is now in the chat. Come check me out. Shoot me some likes if you like what I write. I wrote about a vehicle that I made called the Digging on Land Observation and Killing Instrument, also known as Dookie. So if you want to learn about that, go check it out. But I'm a creative goyle, so come see what I got to do. Anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm passing it up to Corinne, who's dying.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna recover from laughter for a second, real quick.
I think a
Check out my
pain
dookie.
burst in my head. Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Corinne. You can find me in the chat as Purple Wolf Girl. I'll be hanging out there tonight as well. I play for the stream Ethel Moonshade. She's a cleric of Selune. Which is a very interesting dynamic right now, because Selene is dead. So if you haven't seen any of the previous episodes, that's a basic intro to what what we're dealing with. Not to mention all of the mortals who are also dead. Anyway, beside the point. Refocus. I do social media marketing stuff. I'm in school for that right now, and so that's what I'm doing with my life. Also, like, I had another thing. Oh yeah, I hope you guys are gonna have fun, be cozy with us, and have snacks. I have a mug cake and sparkling water and a couple of chocolates with me. So I hope that you guys also can share the snacks that you have with you in the chat, because I would love to see what else people are eating. And yeah, I think that's it. So we're gonna pass it on up to Nova.
I'm Nova, or Locomania22, on most social media. I play Asunar Keyrel, our Drorc Barzard, and, yeah, stuff's kinda wild right now, and as what was described earlier, it's Blue's Clues, but to the extreme. And I'm gonna pass it on to my right.
Perfect. I'm Durs. A lot of my info is up above, but what's not up above is that I play Damien Edgecrest in the Storyteller Squad podcast. And episode 46 is dropped this week, so we are still making all sorts of great, crazy content. So check us out. A lot of crazy chaos. I'm excited to play Sin Alamoad and bring a little bit of flavor and spice to the group.
God.
And then I'll pass it on down.
Hi, I'm Mel, and this needy baby is Uncle, one of my doggos. You can find me on most socials as Mellowette. My pronouns are she, her, and sometimes they. And I play Kanitae Baequiundilin. Our party's half-elf lore bard and local conspiracy theorist, I suppose. Pronouns also she, her. And yeah, that's about it for me. Vinny, recap? You want me to do a recap, or you want Rach to do a recap? Rach, do you have spoons for recap? Okay, I'll do it. All right, Anko, you gotta go, baby. I love you. Goodbye.
Also, be a slut and do whatever you want. Period.
Is that to Anko or?
Period.
It says, I think it's to everybody. Okay.
Let me know if
Cool.
you want to be a slut.
Sure. Yeah.
We should.
So
I should put in the points to do a poll for be a slut or not be a slut.
I'm loving this. So last time we all met, we had just I'm looking for the correct word for this, and like it's just not coming to me. We got Delton to stop being an overly punchy bitch and take a break for a second, is how I'm gonna put it. He was under several magical effects, possibly also including a feeble mind. Asunar kind of charmed him into cooperation, so like a sweet little baby boy, he just let Asunar cradle him in her arms as we took him to the hospital on the surface. Once we got him treated and sorted out, he basically collapsed into bed. Dude had like 4 points of exhaustion, having the best time. We left him and went to go leave the hospital, where we ran into Malachi of the Starlight Inn, who recently suffered a loss in regards to his very young infants. And he seemed to not recall that said infants had passed. After doing a little bit of digging, we realized he was under the modified memory spell. Simultaneously, we tried to get in touch with the mortician's office as like a way to prove to him like this did happen, Like, it's what happened. But when sending was cast to the mortician Cole, no response was given. So we sent part of the party over to go check what the heck was up with that, and Cole was there, which leads us to believe that somebody murdered Cole and took his place as the mortician. So that happened. We regrouped at the Starlight Inn and figured out our next steps, and decided to go visit Aunt Aplenty. The same Aunt Aplenty that Ethel spoke to. It was either the day before or earlier that day. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. We had Kanitae and Temerity approach Aunt Aplenty, but she was not interested in speaking to Kanitae whatsoever, and nobody understood why until the end, and things got very emotional. But Temerity got a lot of great information.
I also got chastised.
You did get
You weren't the
chastised.
only one.
You did get chastised a little bit. She also like offered to like make your family love your wife, which is like
Not
a little
offer.
suspicious.
She said she would make it happen.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
it's happening. So my parents are gonna love my wife, which is
well, damn.
exciting, I think.
Yeah. Asunar also kind of chimed in asking about some of the murder victims. And kind of confirmed that like a shapeshifter became Rylam, who initially had the guise of a silvery tiefling, who we've seen before, known as Tungsten. And Cole also suffered the same fate, for sure. We also asked about Delton, because Delton seemed to be under magical effects after being healed from the last time that he had a sort of fighting encounter. And the only thing that she could tell us was that the last person to touch him was the person that healed him and brought him back to consciousness. So after we concluded said questioning, Kanitae then tried to apologize for any offense that she caused to Aunt Aplenty, and Aunt Aplenty was like, bitch, you made a choice that took other people's choices away, so fuck you. And let's just say she shook. And that's where we left off. We were walking away from Aunt Aplenty to go do something else. Yeah.
And we also established a really nice and healthy end procedure for those heavy sessions.
It was very nice. Yeah,
that I
Rage led us through
recommend
that.
to everybody who plays D&D.
It was 10 out of 10.
Remember what brings you back to the table, what brings a smile to your face.
Take care of your
Because
friends.
self-care and aftercare is important in D&D too, period. All right, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
PSA.
And the important question is, what are you guys doing now? You guys have Walter and Trine taking care of the Starlight Inn.
Mm-hmm.
You have Vito is coming to the collective, basically, as we speak. And you five are together. I think Connie kind of stormed off a bit from the way it was described.
She catches up to the group but kind of trails at the back. She wants to leave and just go drink right now, but she knows she's literally the one that organized the meeting between Ka and Vito, so she kind of has to be there for that. And kind of just hold her shit together for another hour.
Cinn will also trail back with Connie, and as he gets close, you feel a sudden lightness in your pocket as Knifey disappears.
Oh,
and
fuck.
as you look over at Cinn, you see a flask just sort of slip out of his backpack and float up, and then a second one comes up and follows over the other shoulder. I don't know if you're a rum or a tequila person, but I got a couple of flasks on me. I don't know if You want something light. Older people tend to be really critical of people, and anyone can criticize anyone. So what does she know?
Tequila.
I think Connie just kind of like blinks at Cinn, flabbergasted for a hot second, but then when she feels the lightness in her pocket, she goes, in her head, she's just like, oh fuck, he heard everything. And she kind of just like looks between her options, looks at Cinn, grabs the rum and just takes a big swig out of it and then just like gives it back.
There we go.
Yeah. She kind of like leans towards Cinn a little bit and just be like, do me a favor. Don't repeat anything you heard.
Of course.
Insight check! I like a grin on your face, Anders. I don't trust that as far as I can throw it.
I have a perpetual grin on my face.
But that just is spelling trouble for me right now.
No, you're lucky I'm playing a good aligned character. Your insight check will reveal that Cinn is being very supportive and honestly doesn't fully comprehend the full any of your backstory or connections. So none of what you were saying has any context.
Right.
And it doesn't sound like, you murdered somebody and that's why she's upset at you. It's not like, oh man, this is the serial killer. Watch out.
Oh yeah, totally. Connie's actually secretly the serial killer. Watch out, everybody.
It's just some gossip. He's like, whatever.
All right, cool. She just kind of like nods. And just like pinches the bridge of her nose, like, oh, this day needs to be over. Right. What time is it? I'm supposed to meet with Vito and a witness. Although now we might have more to talk to Vito about, and if another case came in, if there's another John Doe, Jane Doe, there needs to be a gender-neutral version of John or Jane Doe.
J Doe.
J? Is it J Doe? A J Doe. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, no, when we first contacted, this is out of character talk. When we first contacted Vito, we said we had information on another victim. So like he does kind of know because it's Cole.
Did we contact him and say that we have info on another victim? I don't remember that.
I thought we did, or I just said that in my head.
I don't remember what you guys were originally talking to him about, so that is kind of
Connie specifically like told him, hey, I have a witness to this specific situation with Ryulum, and that was like the only thing.
That's
no,
that I remember.
We sent
you sent Hex.
Hex,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking of. We sent Hex to talk about hey, we found another victim.
I will say the first 20 minutes of Hex being there is him at the front gates with like 2 police officers be like, sorry buddy, we can't let you in, and Hex is just like, come on.
Come on, buddy. Let me in. You let little me in. I'm nobody. I'm half a guy. I'm not even a full guy.
I'm just a little guy.
Are you even is he even half a guy? I thought he's like
I'm like a quarter of a guy, an eighth of a guy, a 16th of a guy.
How small can we get with these fractions?
Every time I like to imagine every time he says that he gets smaller and smaller.
A 32nd of a guy.
A 64th of a guy.
Oh my god. The New York accent plus squeak. No.
Oh
cool.
my god.
What would you guys like to do? You guys are gathered as a group. One of the things is going to meet Ka at what was going to be the Dreamsmith Theater. I don't know if multiple people are going, if other people are doing other things. Jazz hands.
Wait, we actually have to like accomplish stuff?
No. We can have one person do one thing and then skip to the next day. I don't care. I'm just asking to be polite.
Yeah, Connie's gonna do her meeting with Caw and fucking Vito and then go get drunk. Like that's it. That's her purpose for the rest of the day.
I know what I
Yeah.
want to do for the day. I would like to spend some time working on my thing for the Discovery Days
Cool.
for the contest.
Yeah, you can do that.
Do I know what that is? No.
I mean,
But
you
I
also
will
have the whole next moon day to decide what you want to do as well, or
Thank
like
you.
work on it. All right, so I'm gonna just finish off asking everybody. Ethel,
Yeah, I would also like to work on what I'm doing for the Discovery Day thing. Because stress relief in cooking.
that's her.
And then I have like one other little thing that I want to do after that, but it's like probably tiny. So
You say that.
do you need me to mention it now, or do you want me to mention it later
You
when
can
it comes
text
time?
message it to me so I at least have it in my head.
Yes.
All right. Words. Sin. Anything you would be like to be doing?
Sin sees that Connie's a little.
Anybody else is Anders?
Anyway.
Oh, there he is.
Are you working off of Wi-Fi, my buddy? My dude?
Like cut out. Yeah, you guys seem to get less good.
Cool. Yeah. Give that one more go.
Sin was going to con crunch last minute for the event, and after seeing Connie get a little shaken up, he's going to provide an extra little backup and support with debriefing Vito and friends.
So, Sin's gonna team up with Connie. Asunar.
Same thing. I'm gonna debrief with Vito because we were the people who talked to the imposter.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, if we're gonna talk about the other one now, that's fair.
So you three, we'll say, are gonna do that. You two are going to do some self-care in the form of working on stuff. Yeah, we 100% can make that work.
Mel? 1 second. Mel, I sent you a message in our group chat, if you don't mind checking it.
Do you guys have a private group chat?
No, it's in the OOC chat.
No,
Okay.
it's in the public group chat.
Okay, I was supposed to be like,
If you want to join our Discord, let us know. We have a link. We have a public Discord
we do.
where you can see us talk out of character. Filthy, nasty, gross decision making behind the scenes.
Can people see that?
Not in this one.
Well, not this
not
one.
this one.
But once we migrate, if
that's
enough
right.
people want it, it can happen.
I'm down for a very
Yeah.
less than appropriate section in the session. Look, gotta appease the crowd. Gotta start that OnlyFans.
However small you want Hex to be, you let me know, baby boo.
Infinitesimally.
1/64th of a man.
All right. Cool. We will start with the meeting then, and then we will work on your guys' side stuff afterwards.
Mhm.
So, Connie, I guess you're leading the charge to go meet up at the collective, and then
Yeah.
Trinan's gonna just send Song with
Disembodied.
you guys.
Coming through the screen, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yep. Song is gonna come with you three, so that way, Trinan, who is still at the Starlight Inn, can figure some stuff out. So yeah, you guys go to the collective. You see Delastarte, the Star Elves, who are cleaners, just they're cleaning the area. They're using the Ashen Industrial cleaning gear, doing little gust cantrips, prestidigitations, cleaning the floors, getting dust off of some books that no one's rented out in a while. Bexhill and a couple of the other collectors are around. You have your security. Not long after you get in, you guys find Vito, who was looking through some of the shelves because he got there before you guys. and just like comes on over. Right, so what are we talking about this time?
Hey, babe.
I don't think you're there, unless you're doing this and then later doing stuff at the Jewel Chalice.
Oh, I mean, like, I figured I would follow around with these people,
Cool.
my friends,
but
and
yeah.
then,
Bumbling idiots.
yeah.
Bunch of knuckleheads.
Bunch of bumblefucks. Anyways,
I'm not gonna miss an opportunity to flirt with my boo.
that's fair. Ethel, are you also hanging out with the group before going and doing your thing, or are you just going and doing your thing?
I was just gonna go and do my thing.
Cool, that's fine. People can separate a little bit every once in a while. Cool. Gives a bow, gives you a kiss on the hand. Temerity looks at the others and says, "All right, you have a witness? I'm intrigued."
Hey,
Yeah, give
Vito,
me-
How well do you know the mortician Cole?
Oh, I guess we're gonna start with that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what we wanted to start with because we have technically 2.5, 3 pieces of information to add.
The fact
Should
that there's
we-
like a half is weird.
Before we talk about this, so you said there's other people around, right?
Yeah, there's the other people who work at the collective.
Oh, that's it.
I volunteer my room with the conspiracy theory as a private area
I
because
mean,
I
I'll-
think it can fit us.
I'll
Oh, I
say
thought we were meeting in a theater.
that's where you did not tell Vito to meet you there. You told him to meet you at the collective. If you guys want
Right,
to go to the
okay.
theater to meet Ka, you can do that, but that's a separate thing.
Right. So Connie will be like, okay, you guys catch him up on that. I will be right back. And she's going to run over to the theater and see if Ka's there. Because she doesn't have sending. She has no spell slots above 2nd level right now. So,
Ripperoo.
Yeah.
Do you need someone to come with you? Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. She just kind of waves him off.
Okay, I'm just worried because we got attacked in the bathroom, but good luck.
Hey, Vinny, can I sleight of hand the rum flask into Connie's pocket as she runs off?
Yeah, I'll let you just do that because I'm pretty sure your passive sleight of hand is higher than Connie's passive perception right now.
Sweet.
Perception is a 17.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm sure your sleight of hand's better.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cool. So yeah,
And
you,
even if she does notice, whatever. Good.
well, you said
Then
sleight
she'll
of
remember
hand.
to take advantage of it.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. All right, Connie, roll initiative now. You imagine? Cool. Connie, you pop over as other people begin explaining stuff. Guys, what are you telling Vito while Connie's eating away? Also, are you doing it out here in the lobby of the collective? Are you
Nope.
doing it back in the books? Are you doing it in a meeting room? Are you doing it in a private bedroom? What are we?
I'm bringing the 4 of us up to my room. I know Kanitae would know that that's where we went because I did say something about it. But yeah,
Cool. You bring him there. It's you 3 plus Vito plus. Song will go with Connie just so there are a pair of eyes on Connie. But yeah, you
Thank
guys go into the room, and you should have Hex back now too, by the way, because like if he got Vito, that means he's free.
yeah.
Where were you? You're so
Wouldn't
slow.
let me in. No matter how small I was, they wouldn't let me in.
You really need to work on your charisma, my friend.
Hey,
I refuse to be associated with someone who's so poorly spoken.
Rude.
starts crying.
I just take Hex and I'm like, I'm sorry, your dad is so mean, and I just hold him.
Cries into your shoulder. Vito's
I
looking
just
at
wrap him up in a fluffy blanket.
Vito's looking around, confused, being like, "This doesn't sound important yet." I'm assuming that changes at some point.
Right. Yeah. So, a little bit of backstory. We were in the Undercity. We brought someone to the hospital because they had a bunch of spells put on them, and as we dispelled a couple of them, they kind of passed out. We stabilized him and then brought him to the hospital to get the rest of the spells taken off. And when we were leaving, we ran into Malachi Starlight, he had a modified memory put on him, thinking that his triplets didn't die, so he was talking to the nurses. And we talked to the nurse and they said like, oh yeah, there's records at the mortician's office. Connie sent a message, got no reply, so me and Cinn headed down there, and the mortician's an imposter.
Okay.
This is
You
all
guys
true.
seem to figure out more weird things in a day of work than I
Yeah.
do, and it's concerning.
It also just, we have technically 2 mind readers in the group, so I think that's why.
And it's also, I think, related to the less than legal means.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about this, but it's fine.
I mean, as long
He's
as
like-
nobody gets hurt, how
He's
bad
like,
is
la
it?
la 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 la.
I agree.
It's
But,
fine. I just also
yeah.
can't. Yeah,
What the
okay.
law
Better-
doesn't know doesn't hurt them.
Exactly. So let me not
Yeah.
know. No.
Right, baby?
Let me
But-
not know. Yes.
Okay. It's almost fun to make you know and then deal with
Yeah.
it.
But how we figured it out is that while I was asking questions about the death certificates, he was just like, oh no, but like, Malachi should have them. They should be on file. Like, he should have them. And what did you hear, Cinn, when you were reading his mind?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was trying to like. I know he was panicking, trying to figure out why we were asking questions and struggling to come up with answers and whatnot.
Yeah, it felt like someone fumbling to cover up stuff. You don't know the exact extent of it, but like in the brain, that's what it felt like. There's panic. It's just the panic meme.
Hmm.
Okay, you explain that to him. It's like, all right, is that one thing, 2 things, or 2.5 things? What is?
That's one thing, but what relates to it is, you know how Rylam's also currently an imposter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so have you heard of Aunt Plenty?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we talked to her and I asked her some questions and she looked into Rylam's death and apparently like a shapeshifter is who's in impersonating her right now. And the form that Aunt Plenty first saw was a silver tiefling named Tungsten.
Oh, I mean,
Mhm.
I know Tungsten, but I can check. But I'm pretty sure he's a tiefling. Pretty sure.
Yeah. But we're pretty sure the same thing is what happened to Cole, but she said it was something invisible that killed Rylam. It's just Tungsten was a witness.
That's another witness in addition to the one that Connie is getting right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Small correction from the conspiracy keeper. Tungsten was the shapeshifter.
Yeah, that's what I
That
said.
was
Oh,
right.
okay. I
But
thought you
he
said
was-
Tungsten was the witness.
No, he was also a witness because he was
Ah.
there when Rylam died.
Ah, okay.
Well, when she was killed. But yeah.
Okay, is that another whole thing or is that the half thing? I'm just getting more and more concerned.
That was the half because we think it like relates to what we found out with Cole and how they're both imposters. So that was the half thing because we already knew that there was an imposter there, but we also didn't know the specifics of, yep, it is for sure a shapeshifter or multiple shapeshifters.
Gotcha. And then the other whole thing?
Was Cole.
You said
Cole
2.5 to 3 things.
Oh no, the other thing is Kanitae with the witness.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So-
with Cole, we we asked Aunt Plenty, and it was confirmed that Cole was killed the same way that the other murder victims were.
Great.
But there's no body.
Awesome. Well, if the Mortortian is in charge, whoever it is, he has the capability of signing off just burn it. So that could be a problem. So cool. I thought we were going to be able to sit on this for a little bit. We might have to act sooner, because if there's a missing body with missing evidence, that's a whole issue.
Yeah. But, would it technically be illegal to go into the police station after hours if you are with us?
Oh, okay. Sorry, any sentence that starts like that, like, immediately, I had to pucker. That was not fun. Okay.
Well, you're head detective. I feel like you have a little bit more
No,
leeway.
yes, I can bring you guys in.
Okay.
But, like, you don't have to start the sentence with, is it more illegal? And you could just be like, hey, can we do this? We're already tiptoeing in the illegality of, I don't want to know how many things you guys are doing. Really, I don't. Looks like it's immediately to Temerity, like, I don't want to know. Don't tell me. Okay. As that conversation goes on, Connie, you head over to the Dreamsmith Theater. There is some light music playing. It's very, like, old-fashioned, like, like 20s, early 1900s, like, movie theater, or like just a performance theater in general. There's like small lights that are going in the sky right above that specific area. Doesn't help because it's daytime, so like it does really show. Everything has like fake wood, probably just like put onto the outside of certain parts of this metallic, overly grandiose theater. There are tall pillars that are connecting bottom and top level. When you go to the entrance of the area, behind the ticket counter, you immediately see Marcus, who's like, "Oh, hey, Connie. You taking in a show?"
Connie's just internally is like, God fucking damn it. But just like keeps on the friendliest mask that she can muster. She just goes, "Yeah, Marcus, I'm meeting a friend. She kind of just like glances around and see if Ka is waiting for her or not. And then if not, she'll buy a ticket and head inside.
Main theater is open. It's gonna cost you 2 gold to get in.
Sure. I just put it on the counter and just like slide it over to him with like 2 fingertips and then immediately pull my hand away.
Takes it, gives you a ticket. Have a good one. Enjoy the show.
Thanks.
Let me know what you think. I'm curious how it's going in there.
Yeah, sure. She's just gonna head in.
He's obsessed with you.
Sorry, I looked down at the chat for a hot second and I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. You're going into the Dreamsmith Theater.
Yeah, going into the theater looking for Ka. I don't know if you want me to make a perception check.
No, it's going to be pretty easy to find. When you go into the main theater, the main area, you find a performance going on currently, or what looks like it might also just be not an audition, but like a rehearsal. You see a like light blue skinned Fae, who is just like, and go, come on, stay on, like it's just like trying to really order them around. You probably know this person is Chilliam Ferris, who is the owner and proprietor of the Dreamsmith Theater, one of the high-end performers and managers of this area. And you see,
dare you bring this NPC back into my life?
I already said that he was here.
I
know. There are like a sparse couple people here and there sitting in the crowd, but one of the only Kenkus there is very noticeable, by herself. You do see that her head is down. It looks like she's asleep. Like either she's been here for a while or the performance has been boring as shit.
I'm just gonna take a seat next to her and gently elbow her in the shoulder.
No.
Sorry.
Looks at you.
Long day?
Long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, as the performance is going on, she repeats some lines that you probably didn't hear earlier of Chili Faye's being like, I used to do better than this in Avernus. I had better workers. We could do better performances. You can do better than this. And just going off and off.
Connie just kind of like smirks a little bit, just like listening to the playback of this diva attitude of Chilium Faye's. And she just goes, right, so do you want to talk here or at the collective?
Here.
Okay. Is Song still around?
Yeah.
So Connie will go, well, I feel like she understands how familiars work. She just doesn't she doesn't have one. So she'll be like, can you? And she'll just like whisper to Song, like, can you get Vito? Can you bring him here? Cool, go do that. Go. Thank you.
Heads off. As you two sit there, there's just a repeat of Chilium being like, come on, tonight's performance for the dreams needs to be good. We need to be doing it right. We have to keep this story going. Come on. And it's just like continuously bugging the performers who are looking exasperated and very, very tired. There seems to only be a few of them. It's like middle school production-esque with like the quality of the equipment.
Susical Jr.
Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't seem like the performers are bad. It seems like whatever money is to spare does not go into the backgrounds or the equipment, which is unfortunate. What you guys who are back at the collective watch as little Fox Song comes in, goes right up to Vito, bites him on the cuff of his pants, and just starts pulling. Hey, little guy.
That means Song wants to take you somewhere. And I look at Song and I'm like, are we all going or just him?
It just keeps yanking.
Well, I'm not going to send Vito on by himself, so
yeah,
that sounds
go
like
for
an
a
all
walk.
of us thing.
Cool.
Let's go for a walk. I'm
Or
still just cradling Hex.
Oh boy.
He loves it.
Cool. So you
In his
guys
dress.
head on. Each of you pay 2 gold to get into the movie theater if you wish to get in. Going into the Dreamsmith Theater.
Pay for all of us.
Blue Coast Guardian.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, thank
Coast
you.
Guardian Asunar back at it again.
There we go. All right, you all.
Don't look at me.
You all get in.
Do not perceive me.
You 4 all come in. You 3 and Vito plus your pets, and begin walking over towards where Connie and Ka are.
Connie just looks at the group like, what the fuck? Like,
Oh, so you're Ka. Nice to meet you. You're so adorable.
You hear a voice you've never heard before. Just say, "What the fuck?"
Connie just turns back to Ka and goes, I did not anticipate this, and I would like to apologize, but
Okay.
I promise you, no one will.
Yeah.
They will operate with the utmost discretion. Gives a wary look to Temerity.
So
if
much
you
discretion.
want, I look to Ka, I'm like, sorry, we were confused by Song, because made it seem like... Also, just setting Vito alone made us uneasy, so we joined him. Do you want us to stay, or, like,
Get out.
park somewhere else?
She said, "Get out."
You have a crick in your neck, darling. Your
Get out.
neck looks rather
Have a great day.
uncomfortable.
And Sin walks out.
I just sit in a different part of the theater. I'm not going to hear anything.
Asunar paid for me to be here, so I'm going to stay, but in a different area, sure.
You hear the growl of a dog come out of her mouth.
Connie's again pinching the bridge of her nose, like, oh my god, oh my god.
I feel like
this day
in some
cannot end any
circles that would
sooner.
be quite charming, but in this one, you're irritating. Leaving.
Temerity, please. Temerity,
Okay.
please.
I'm just gonna smack Temerity on the back of the head.
Ow!
Rach, join
that
the
just-
Google
can that
Meets,
just-
by the way.
Oh,
Can that
I
just be
forgot.
like 1 hit point of damage just going?
If you want to do damage, it's going to be your strength modifier.
Like strength. Oh my god.
Oh well, I mean, my unarmed attack is just a plus. It's just 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
So whatever your strength mod is what the actual damage would be. So you're a +2 or +3, I think, right?
To be
Oh,
clear,
sorry.
Vinny, could Una theoretically smack light enough to not do damage?
Yes.
And this
Oh,
is
no,
just
I
a
want
if you
to do
want to do.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have
I
allowed
just wanted
no
to
damage.
clarify.
You realize I have a total of like 3 health points, right?
Currently,
Period.
You are not a third level wizard with a -2 in Constitution. You're fine.
I'm being dramatic, as always. So
You
I'll
take-
take the fucking whatever damage.
We'll say 3 damage.
It's not temerity unless there's drama.
Okay. Yeah, you get a whop
am
on the
the
back
drama.
of your head. Your eyesight goes blind for a moment.
Ow! Really?
Chilly face
You
turns
are on
around,
thin
hearing
ice.
hearing this, says, "Excuse me, I don't know if you care about the people down on planet side, but I do. I have to make sure they have dreams and they have a continuously going story. Now, be quiet, get out, or sit down and shut up." And goes
He was
back to
being
performing.
rude, but we'll leave.
I'm fine either way.
If he
I
really had an opinion about the performance being portrayed, he would have invited me to perform. But that's just my opinion.
I just cover Temerity's mouth and drag them out of there.
Connie's just like shrunk into her seat, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my
Khan's
god.
staring. Like, you feel a burning in the side of your skull. There's just like a stare.
I'm here for the chaos
Oh my God.
today.
You hear parts of your voice put together. Private conversation. Together.
Since I'm still within the 120-foot range, I just cast message to Connie, and I'm just like, I am so fucking sorry.
You just gotta whisper back, it's fine. It's fine. Just,
Anyways,
it's fine.
you with Ka sitting next to you and Vito just kind of standing there, being like, I don't know how we go further with this right now because it's been real weird. Just like,
Connie's just kind of like, I'm assuming he's like to her left or wherever like the aisle is to enter, and she just kind of like rolls her head over to look at him, stands up, moves to the opposite side of Ka, and just gestures for him to take her spot.
nice to meet you, Ka. I enjoy your legal work. And Ka just with that a big sigh that definitely comes out of from like someone who's very aggravated in like a vendor role at like a concession stand or something. You can just hear it in this person's voice when she makes the sound. She's like, and Vito says, "Yeah, no, that's fair. Connie, why didn't you tell me that like one of our judges of Wishfall was the person that we were talking to? Because I could have just went over to the legal house and met with her."
Because she didn't feel comfortable, and I promised to protect her privacy until I could get her to meet with you. So
You hear Ka go, "Protect her privacy," and looks back over to where all your friends are sitting.
I'm very sorry. Okay, I'm very sorry.
We're
I
out
thought
of,
I made
we're
it
out of the
clear.
theater. We left the theater because Temerity was being a dick.
Either way,
It might still
looks
be there.
over, yeah, like
Looked in
someone
the
else is-
direction of where they
Yeah,
exited
yeah,
in some fashion.
Either way, gestures in the general direction of to get the point across.
Yeah. Connie goes, I'm very sorry. I thought I made it clear that this meeting was supposed to be small. But it's also been a very long day and some communication has been scrambled. So I apologize. But I can assure you that none of them will share your personal information. If I have to learn Modify Memory myself to make them forget, I will do it.
You just hear her sigh again, but it's a more like casual sigh. Sounds like a teacher talking to one student, where it's just like, "Fine." And then looks towards Vito and then towards you, and Vito's just like, "I don't know where we're beginning with this or what details we need to go over. What do you want them to be sharing? Because that's what I'm gonna."
Yeah, I mean, she'll kind of look to Ka and just be like, do you want to start from the beginning with what you saw?
Fine. You hear again. Because I'm not going to describe the whole thing using Kenku sounds, because I'll drive myself crazy, I will explain what through noises and stuff that she translates, basically. She translates, currently, like, basically daredeviling it. Like, she was, like, hunting down someone for crimes. She was busy in the middle of, like, rounding up somebody for a crime, where she heard a scream of pain and a gurgling sound. And when that went on, she kind of left the person that she was chasing, went towards the sound. This was all in basically the college, the Ethereum area where most of the learning goes on. Found the body in the gym, as it was like in the air, and heard the thunk as the body hit the ground. She hid, and heard some clicking noises as something was leaving. She was not apparently found by that, but she was able to see the body, which was Ryulim. And as she was beginning to go over to it, she saw someone else step out. She watched as what looked like a silvery-skinned tiefling, and she gives the name Tungsten, because Tungsten is fairly well known for being the only, the only, like, real silvery tiefling. Like, it's a rare thing. It would be noticeable if other people were also doing it. Transforming into a changeling, not one that she seemed to know, and describes the changeling looking down at the body, looking frantic over it, like concerned about what was going on, and after like a few moments of like heavy breathing and trying to figure things out, started to go through the pockets and stuff, take a couple things, identifiers, badges. They do have badges similar to how you guys have your collective badges. There are badges for the police station and a few other accoutrements, things that would be very useful to take the position of somebody. So, like, she has a signature weapon. They took her weapon. Took like her cloak, which wasn't bloody, but had to leave like the rest of the clothes that were all, screwed up. After putting it on and putting on the outfit, using some magic of some sort, they were able to make the body levitate and started dragging it away. So that is what Ka describes, and basically describes afterwards. I did not follow because I am not going to touch with whatever is going on in that area. It was better to have the information. I went back to my own crime fighting, and she leaves it there. And you watch Vito being like, "Oh, I've been telling people to not tell me the illegal things that they're doing. Okay."
I feel like Connie is just like puts her hands into her pockets, finds the flask that Cinn left her, and she just pulls it out of her pocket and offers it to Vito.
Oh, I'd rather. I'm gonna just count this as overtime. I drank, then it doesn't count. Okay, so you're a vigilante. This is a summary. You're a vigilante. You saw a murder. You didn't report it. You were also chasing somebody else who you didn't catch, but then went back to chasing. Did you ever figure out who that person was? And Ka's like, no. Cool. Okay. you know what they're stealing and or doing and cause like statue, statue, a statue. Okay, can we get more details? Statue.
Was it one of the statues from the gallery, Ka?
Mm,
Diopule?
no, because she told you about this before that happened, so it could have been one
Oh,
of us.
okay.
Me, Vinny also had to be like, is that a thing? Was there possibility of that? No, she just says statue. She doesn't seem to know. She just know it was like small and it looked like it was made of like metal or stone of some sort. t- 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 Uh, yeah. So that's the conversation where it leads. For the most part, is there any specifics that you want to extend? Because right now, it seems like Vito's a little bit reeling from like the last 3 conversations he's had with people where they're all telling him illegal things that they've been doing, and he's like, "Guys, this is a job that I do,
Yeah.
and I kind of take it seriously sometimes."
Honestly, this is probably like it, but Connie will ask him, by the way, I'm assuming my friends caught you up on the newest situation, but I was wondering if we had a quote unquote anonymous body turn up with a new blossom or no.
No, no one's shown up recently with anything
Mhm.
like that. But we could probably find. I mean, that's a thing that we can go to the morticians and check. We might be smarter to go during like a nighttime when
Right.
hopefully the mortician's not there.
Ideally.
But like, or at least the fake one, the real one might be. Hopefully, the real one is there. But
Maybe
we
the real one is alive and being kept in a basement somewhere. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
nice.
It'd be
Someone
nice if
didn't
people
die
weren't
this week.
dying.
Yes,
Yeah.
it'd be real nice. We've been, we
It might
had
be nice.
have a nice little sign in the precinct that's like, how many days since a murder. It was really scary for that like week where we had to keep erasing it and replacing it with 0. Would like to not do that.
Oh, by the way,
I don't like that.
well, I don't know if they mentioned this either, but we got attacked in the park earlier today by something invisible. I think he was targeting Ethel specifically because he said something along the lines of, I finally found you, little moon dweller. And Ethel happens to be a cleric of a moon god, so you do the math.
I mean, I can do that math. I can also do the math that we haven't had a moon
In
a bit.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Not a lot I can do about that. I can try to keep an eye on things that are going on, but like I don't know what you want me to do with that info.
I'm just letting you know that it happened. I'm trying to be as
Sure.
transparent with you as possible.
No, that's I appreciate that level of transparency. When you're the ones not doing the illegal stuff, I love that transparency. That's great transparency.
Yeah.
But I don't know where to do. Invisible person tries to murder you. Concerning, I will let other people know. That qualifies as almost anybody with access to like 2nd rank spells and higher. That's a lot of people.
If it helps, creepy high pitched laughing, creepy high pitched voice really sounded a little bit deranged. May or may not be tied to the god of chaos. So, yeah.
God of chaos. Okay. Y'all are into some weird stuff, and that's coming from someone who's been with Temerity. I like. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not gonna tell anybody about this. Be careful though in your position. something happens to you or people find out you're doing illegal stuff, every single case you've won and all of your judgments for those cases could be thrown out because of your own illegal activities. So be wary of that. We don't need that happening. You do great work for the city, and, like, I mean, that's not probably a thing that you specifically know, Connie, but, like, Vito's saying it. He's a cop, so, like, if he seems to be on the pretty up and up as far as you guys know, like, with him, so, like, if he's being like, you do good work, it's probably true. And, like, you know that she fights crime at night, so, like, if, like, the two things that she does is, like, pretty good judging in the field of law and also kicks some ass at night, she's probably doing a pretty good job. So, like, we don't need you murdered, we don't need you, like, convicted, we don't need all of your cases thrown into question, so, like, if you could just stick to the important things and not people stealing fancy statues, like, nothing against statues, but, like, fuck, there's more important things going on right now. And Ka just, like, sits there, and, like, you hear the, like, dwarven grumbling of some sort, just, like,
Dwarvish swears?
yeah, basically. And he, like, she looks between you guys and says, okay, does that mean this conversation is over? You hear, like, a sweet old lady voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And Connie stands up to go, and she just goes, thank you both. I've had a very long day. I'm going to go drink. And she's going to leave. And she's like, she's not even going to tell, like, I don't know if everybody else is waiting out in, like, the lobby of the theater, but if they're not, she's just going to go.
Yeah, so what is everybody else doing? Like, where the hell did you all go as that was going on? Just, like, out in the lobby eating some popcorn, or, like...
I definitely decided to wait out in the lobby.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Asunar,
I wonder if that's
you're
copyrighted.
kind of a people person. Looks over at how he entered with how Asunar entered with Temerity most of the time, and you know Connie more than well, I do for sure. But just keep an eye out. Seems like Connie's having a rough go of it, and you'd probably be a better support person than I am.
All right, I will do that. I know something definitely happened with Aunt Plenty, because she did stay behind, but I don't want to pry, but
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Hex is just like, you're such a good parent, Asunar. Thank you. As you have him swaddled.
you're so cute.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
actually do that. I
Please,
don't do that.
do not indulge him. He's honestly so spoiled, and you don't even know.
I can do what I wish to my nephew.
I feel like that's when Connie comes down and goes, I didn't know you had a nephew.
I just turn around and I'm still holding Hex, and he's swaddled.
And he's like clinging to your neck, like.
Vito walks out right after there, looking at that, like,
I refuse to have children.
Temerity's being rude, and Hex started crying, so I wrapped him up in a blanket.
I love making people cry, and I look over to Vito.
Connie just puts her hands on her hips, like, oh my god. Takes out Sin's flask, tosses it to him, and then just leaves. She can't handle anymore.
Is there any more? Okay, there goes Kanitae. Is there any more conversations we need to have before? When do you guys want to try to actually check out the mortician's place?
Preferably as soon as possible.
Could get us in there literally tonight, if that's really a thing we want to do, or if we want to wait until after the discovery days. It's up to you guys. I don't really care one way or another. It just depends on checking to see when we might have a clear spot.
Yeah,
I think
whenever would be the least suspicious.
What did you say, Sin?
Time is of the essence on this one. The sooner we can take a look at the imposter beginning to take over important government positions, the better.
It's fair enough. Okay, if everyone wants to go, we can do that tonight. I'm literally...
I can't go. I'm busy.
I mean, you don't have to go.
But you're
Okay.
invited.
I mean, like I said, I'm not going, regardless of invitation or not.
Okay. It's fine. So I'll go with who can. When we're done, can I come back and visit you, or are you working through the night, or...
Me? No.
To which part?
You cannot visit me this evening.
Okay. Who is free to go? He's like trying to stay on track. Trying to stay on track. So who is good to go? Connie left. I'm assuming that's a no from Connie. I don't know where Ethel
That's
is.
an absolute no.
So I guess Sin and Asunar, are you guys...
Yeah, stealth team.
Okay.
Oh, team.
In a few hours, want to meet up?
Stealthy.
Have you guys... None of you are like big armory people, so none of you aren't not stealthy, which is good.
There's also the stealth
Okay.
of like leave no witnesses, which Una absolutely is.
Ah, yes, barbarian stealth.
Sin. Would Asunar be aware of Knifey?
Yes. Sin is open about having a sort of cartoonesque flying knife familiar.
Okay. Would it be bad if we temporarily gave Knifey to Vito so Vito can contact us when he's ready to meet up?
Yeah, that's no problem at all. And Vito just feels a little like inserting into one of his back pockets as a tiny. At this point, it's like a teaspoon. It's not like a full on steak knife going in. We're not trying to be impolite about this. But
Just
yeah,
where
we'll
you're shoving
tuck
your
a little-
knives. But that's fine. You just
And
randomly
we
put...
have killed Ethel. We succeeded in killing Ethel. Good job, guys.
Trying for a whole 20 sessions. Finally did it. Cool. So, you guys make plans to later this evening sneak in and do some stuffs. I'm gonna move to Ethel, and then we'll go to Temerity's evening, and actually we'll go, yeah, Ethel, Temerity. Actually, currently I want to know where the hell Connie's going, and then we'll go to Ethel and then Temerity, because I'm just kind of curious.
Jeweled chalice.
Oh, well, there we
Yeah.
go.
Unhealthy coping mechanisms.
That's super
Oh.
fair.
Oh no!
What and or who are you doing in the Jewel Chalice?
Do you really need to ask me that question?
Yeah, I'm not, look, you could either be just watching and drinking, because there are people who literally drink to cope, or you could be, like, going back to one of the rooms. That's up to you.
Yes, to both.
Okay, cool. Alright, you are distracted for the evening. We will leave it at that unless there's a specific interaction you want to have in with, I assume, Bree or anybody else in the Jewel Chalice. Otherwise, we could just leave it to, you have a time.
Save it for like the morning after.
Alright. Connie is not available for anything the rest of you guys do today. This is just a warning. Oh, what are you up to?
Yes, I went home with Walter, and we're baking for a little while. And that's like Discovery Days project is probably what happened the majority of that time. Do you want me to say the other thing that I sent you as well?
It's up to you. You are welcome to share. There's nothing wrong with
Yes.
sharing your additional home life.
And then Ethel is going to she's gonna seek comfort in scripture because that feels appropriate in times of crisis. And I mean, like, she does it in times of not crisis, so why not also in times of crisis? Anyway, so she's going to invite Walter to sit and cuddle with her, and she's going to read her holy book.
He takes a few minutes to like night rituals, like he like takes off like cufflinks and stuff, like he just like puts like things away and like gets himself to be like, it's time to relax because we just had a day where me and my fiance almost died.
Yeah.
And now we have matching scars. So you guys, there's a lot to come to terms with. Also, now you're not a healer, so you two just have to deal with having these scars.
Yeah, there's a lot that's going on right now.
Yeah, so you two take that time to relax, be present with each other, seek comfort in words of your worship. I don't know if we've ever described how into it Walter is, or if he's even technically a part of it, or if he's just that is just part of him being supportive. Like
I have not described any of that.
Cool. I think at this point, at the very least, he knows gods are real because there's been enough situations where there's no way to deny it. It's not a Yvette situation where it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm totally an atheist. Fuck gods. Those don't exist. He's been like, no, I've seen miracles. I've seen the horrors. I've heard your dreams. I've seen the reality of it. There's no way I can argue with any of this.
For sure.
I'm going to leave it blank for now for Walter, because I personally, even as an NPC, aren't sure where I'd want to put him with it, but he's there with you. He's going to be in the moment with you, and you guys take that time to relax. If you want to, you're welcome to count this as a short rest on the off chance you get called in to help for anything later in this evening.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I also don't know what these guys are going to do, so I don't know. Alright, so you two, in addition, roll me a cooking check. You can use dexterity or wisdom.
Well, I already know that wisdom is better.
It's fine, I'm not here to stop you.
And then, I'm sorry, if I, gained proficiency in cooking, which I believe is what happened, does that mean I add my proficiency bonus?
You had your proficiency bonus and then wisdom or dexterity. So both those things.
Great. That is a 17.
Pretty good. When you do your prep tomorrow for the innovation fair, you can add a d6 to your roll.
Great. I will make a note of that. Thank you.
Cool. All right, we have that all set. Connie's fun-ish. Ethel's having fun-ish. Temerity, what are you up to tonight? You are muted in some form.
Hardware muted. Sorry. So I want to first check in with my wife.
My wife.
How's she doing?
She when you see her this evening, yes, I also confuse myself with day nights and moon nights, or Sundays and moon days.
It's Sun night, I think.
I'll take time to pray for her and why am I still not in Google Meets?
No.
I tried to join. Hold on. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Next. Change account. Temerity Serechor. And ask to join. Okay. I asked to join. It's waiting to let me in.
I would just like to talk about how the captions are. I just see. Oh, there was
I'll put
chocolate
it on my
on my
wrist.
wrist. I thought it was.
Are you sure you're joining the right Google Meets? And I'm only saying that because I'm not getting an ad, like asking you to be let in notification.
Well, okay. So I asked to join the one that's pinned at the top of our group chat.
Nope, not that one.
I dropped a
No.
new link, so
Okay. I am requesting the new link as of now. Ask to join.
deny entry.
All right. Can you understand me? Hello.
No, because you're muted.
You're muted on Google Meets.
What the fuck?
Gotta mute the tab.
Hello.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to the role play. Hello. How you doing, my darling? I've missed you.
She seems very excited. Very like high energy, very good mood. And she says, "I've been doing wonderful. I've been having a lot of fun around this city, some other places as well. How's your day
What have
been
you been
going?"
doing? No. I want to know what you've been doing. You're so much more important than whatever I've been up to.
You think so?
Of course, I know so.
She runs the back of her hand over your cheek. Gives you a small kiss. I have been walking around finding my little treasures and trinkets. You know how we both like to do. Found some little items, stowed them away. Otherwise, that I've just been exploring. I went to the Blazing Ballroom, danced around its empty floors. Tried to imagine what it would look like there. It's very pretty. I like it.
It is. Are you looking forward to our wedding ceremony?
Yes. Sorry, I just saw Corinne in the chat. Like my axe? Maybe. You don't know. She says, yes, I loved it. Susana's, she's fine. I'm sure she'll make it lovely, but we got to make sure your ideas, and as she says that, she kind of like pushes you back onto the bed, so you're like, again, like leaning down into the bed and sitting backwards. So you have to make sure your ideas and my ideas are showing. I'm sure she has some good ones, but I want them to be ours.
Well, of course. I mean, the overarching theme of astrology as well as the angelic quality of both of us should be reflected in our ceremony. It is not often that the union of such ethereal and beautiful beings is shown in the physical plane. No?
Not at all, especially not this one. It's funny that you say that, like, right
Absolutely.
after being like, I definitely don't want to have kids. When you're like, we're the most beautiful people on this planet, and if we had progeny, they would be unspeakably gorgeous.
I did not say that. That's not what I said. I was just saying the union of hot people is really respectable.
A+, yeah.
It's A+.
We respect
Anyway,
everybody in California.
I bought
Everyone
while
in
I was
Hollywood.
in the underground, I bought something for her, right? I'm looking in my inventory. I'm not seeing anything.
You bought her an outfit, I think, at the...
Yeah, that's right. I bought us matching outfits.
One of the
matching
glowy
neon
ones.
outfits. Yes. So I want to put my outfit on. Let me show you something really quickly, and I'll put my outfit on and be like, "What do you think?" My like little cowboy kind of like neon cowboy outfit.
I mean, it's hard to get higher than an A+, but somehow you break the grading curve.
It's called an S, my love.
We're not grading in superpower grading levels.
Well, again,
Superpower
it's
is
difficult
hotness.
to yeah, it's difficult to grade above an A+ or an S, but I have something for you that will certainly raise you to an S+. Would you be willing to put this on for me? I bought it specifically for you.
Roll. I just heard.
I love you fanning.
I just heard Mel go, "I'm dying."
I don't even have dice. Hold on, let me go grab my dice.
I say, roll me a persuasion check with advantage, because she's probably gonna do it.
All right, let me grab
You
my
okay
dice.
there, Mel?
Me and Vinny are just relationship goals in RP. Ooh, a 15.
Did you
Plus
roll with advantage?
with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's your wife.
15 is better.
That don't mean shit.
20. Dirty 20.
320. Very solid. She looks it over, like, gives it a critical look, which is, like, a thing that certain people will do with that. If it's not me. I, Vinny, could not care less. No, she looks it over critically for a moment and says, "For you, I'd wear anything, but also I want to wear them." So, and she goes and takes it from you, and goes and tries it on. Without getting too loquacious with it, can you describe how it looks?
So, if anyone can recall, like, the old school Tom and Jerry, like, cartoons, there's the hot cat that Tom is always after, the white furred cat, and there's this one scene where she's in, like, a cowboy outfit, and she walks up, and he, like, flips a little pistol and then shoots, and the smoke says, "Howdy."
What
That
a
is
deep cut. What a deep
that is
Western
the vibe.
animation classic cut.
That is the vibe. She is so fucking sexy ass howdy.
Sexy as howdy. That's a sentence. Love that.
The under booty lines are just incredible. Fantastic. Please do just a spin for me,
I was
darling.
gonna say, yeah. I was like, she gives you a twirl.
Oh my goodness. I honestly don't even know how I don't have a heart attack every time I see you, because you are incredibly beautiful.
Because I don't allow you to. You're not supposed to. You have to say good and well.
And I appreciate that you allow me to understand and appreciate your beauty.
Oh, I have something for you.
Oh.
And she reaches under your bed and pulls out a necklace. In the center there is a little sun, and there are stars going down each side, each with a different colored gem for each of them, except the center sun, which is like a pure white little gem. And puts it around your neck and says, "I think it looks pretty on you, but you can try it out and see if you would like it."
Does it do something? Or is it
Magically?
just decoration? Yeah.
Oh. How would you find that out?
Well, obviously I'm not interested in that right now. As she puts it on me, I'll just, like, stare at her face as she focuses on, like, clasping the, like, bits behind my neck. You know, the little cute focus face that people get when they're working on such intricate things.
Yeah, she gets very close on you to go around and fix it up on you.
And, like, I'll just watch her and give this really kind of, like, deep kind of groaning exhale. Then I'll say, "It's almost as beautiful as you are." And I'll clasp her cheeks and kiss her and say, "Thank you so much. It means so much to me that you would go so far out of your way as to get something for me."
Sometimes you just find a thing that belongs with somebody. She just runs her fingers along you, and I knew when I saw this that it was perfect.
Well, it's very nice. As soon as I saw you, I knew that I belonged to you. And I'll tell you every day that everything that I am belongs to you.
Don't worry. She grabs you by your chin and says, "I'll never forget it." And she kisses you.
All right. Also, I'm sorry. I can't do this right now. I need your help, actually. After. I promise.
There's a pout. Small pout. Okay.
You're so cute. I love withholding from you. But anyway. So there's these things coming up called the Discovery Days.
Mhm.
And I feel it's only fitting for me to win first place in everything that I do, and I want to do this. So I need your help in kind of trying to decide like what it is that I want to submit, because it's about like this whole like you have to invent something and it has to be like really impressive. And like I'm not like a tinkerer, so I don't really make tech. I'm kind of magic-y, but it's only because of you, which is part of the reason why I want to ask you for your opinion. Honestly, I'm kind of imagining something that's sort of like a lubricant or something that'll help with like pole dancing, to reduce kind of like pole burn. What do you think? If you think of something completely different, I'm totally down with your idea, but
Could you make it both something that is helpful, like something that would help with pull burn, but also something that would be kind of like almost like a shift weave effect where it would also magically enhance the visuals at the same time?
oh.
So like maybe instead of if you cover it with this pull burn solution, it also would like almost look like it's lit on fire as you're sliding around on it.
That's a wonderful idea. See, this is exactly why I come to you with these things. You have just the perfect brain for imagination and the most wonderful ideas as far as how to ignite a person's interest.
She quirks an eyebrow when you say that.
So if this material, so here's my idea. It's kind of like an oil to reduce pole burn, which would, in one way, it would increase lubrication on the pole, which would allow for faster and more mobile dancing on the pole, right? I also want glitter in it, like micro glitters, probably holographic, which would allow for like a little more sparkle. Like the more that the dancer kind of grinds and rolls on the pole, it would give like a more enhanced effect, right? But this idea of the kind of magical effect of a fiery, flamey look,
Could be
right?
different things depending on type of acts, but I don't know. Fire is what came to mind because you mentioned pull burn.
I love that. Um, Actually, that's fantastic. Like, depending on the sort of element that the dancer is looking to elicit, like, there could be this sort of, it's like illusory magic that would, if you're looking for like a hot dancer, like a fire genasi type, or like a red skin tiefling, or even just like Bucky, if she's looking for like a fiery outfit or something, like a red themed outfit, there's like flames bursting out of the pole. But if you're talking about like maybe I'm sorry, this is Rachel failing. I can't remember the name of the dancer that Mel's character likes. But like
Bree.
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 Air
So
Genasi.
Bree is an air genasi, so there could be like breezy, like sparkly breezy kind of cool riffs
Or lightning
off
and
the
stuff.
pole. Yeah. That would be awesome.
As you
like
get-
elemental channeling.
As you guys are as you're explaining this idea, she's also like sitting directly in your lap, but legs behind you. As you keep talking.
Okay, stop. I'm trying so hard to focus. This is difficult. I'm a female, and that's hard, man.
Yeah, no, she keeps talking, and she like no blank, like poker face. She's like having this super serious conversation, while totally trying to torture the shit out of you.
Yeah, this is difficult. This is difficult for me. So yeah, we should totally do some sort of elemental kind of like pole burn thing. And I think with the performance on the Discovery Days, it should be me, Bree, Bucky, and Wylising, I think, should also be there. And we will individually elicit each element. What do you think? Could you help me make something like that?
I don't know if it's specifically my wheelhouse, but I can find you the people who could, and we could see if we could get that done for you. And as she's like saying this, she's also gripping your tail.
Not my tail. Don't see my tail. My tail is my weakness.
Like, but
You promise?
That seems like a thing we could definitely do tomorrow.
You know what's something that could be done today?
No, what? She's again poker face. She's like not even flinching.
I grab her by the throat and I say, "You," and I pin her down and we do the thing.
Fade to black. There we go. Are you okay now?
Mel is great. I am also hanging by a thread.
I am living my best life over here.
Cool.
By the way, we're getting so many fans into this group. I feel like we need to do a Regency one-shot AU at some point.
What? Are you fanning yourself with a keyboard, Dirt?
I thought you were gonna say Keyblade, and I was like, "That's still hot. That's still hot. That's fine."
Of
Some
course.
of us have to improvise.
Cool.
I feel like
I have 3 fans, and I keep forgetting that I have them. Plus, I'm not even home right now.
Cool.
So I
I'm
can't
gonna
even
get
use them.
everyone custom-made fans. End of discussion.
I need yours.
Mine's
Again, for me, I need ones that say
Clacker.
yes, no, and then maybe, please, so I can answer questions without having to verbalize. Because sometimes DMs want to be nonverbal. Anyways, we went around to everybody's thing. We're gonna take a break now, so some of us can cool off. And then we will be back to see what the sleuthing team does, and then we will skip to the next day and see what bullshit happens then. Thank you for the people who are dealing with this. We will see you in a few moments.
We're in a silly, goofy mood.
Enjoy your break.
You know what?
Trees, and it's like, those could make some cool toys.
Yeah.
Some good wood.
Yeah,
Some nice
like
bark.
that would make a good grave. Like I think the justification is that would make a good grave. Or I would not bury somebody there. Don't bury somebody to that dirt. Don't do it.
We're not burying anyone here. We can't kill anyone because we can't bury them
I
here.
want to know what justifies as bad dirt now.
Like if it's
You
not going to
should
be like
know.
good quality, if
In
it's not
nature.
going to, yeah, you would know
No,
too.
not as Lyra.
Wait, smartass.
That doesn't count
know
as a
it, but,
solution,
like- Here, this is got multiple.
is it? It doesn't.
This is such a problem tonight. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is it's because Ken keeps talking.
I guess I'll just shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll
Just do like your
fuck
bliss
up.
voice for Kid instead or something. Just use a different
No,
voice.
it's fine. It's fine.
Which bliss voice is the question?
Is one of them Southern?
No.
You get purple.
What?
What?
Don't worry about it. Shh.
First of all, the Ivory Queen has some ways to get us out of the city from here that might be easier to get to than the greenhouse, especially considering how far the greenhouse is from us and the fact that we neglected to remember that the city sells watermelon that lets you see through invisibility and disguise self. So...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's magical fruit. It's kind of normal now, so I kind of forgot to think about it. But there's magic fruit that makes you do all wonder of things. It's really, really fun. But one of those is see basically into the ethereal plane.
I can't fucking wait to leave this place. What the fuck is this fucking hellscape?
But it's so
where you've got
interesting.
weird ass magic fruit.
Probably the least liked. Things that smelled awful, ratty mud off the street, and Onolove explained it as if you give even the worst thing a chance to be better, there's a good chance it might happen.
I mean, not to be a person of a singular track mind, but you know, that's the way that Kind wants to go, is just down that one tunnel instead of laying out into these other ones. We can always check them on our way back, but...
Did you just make a one-track mind joke?
Yes, I did. Fuck off.
God. Awful.
Fen meows an annoyance.
I give him scritches.
George, just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
George is
just hanging out, just
George is
trotting
just
along.
doing his
Goes up
best.
to Sid, hoping for some pets.
Oh, yeah.
Been a minute.
Sid just picks him up and he's like, oh, hi, buddy.
Oh my god.
Here, and we're like, no, they just floated away and got... It wasn't... Unless she has some crazy magic, like people like are willing to testify, but you're probably gonna go to the police to just like have to explain some stuff. As this is going on, you all feel for the first time on Wishfall an earthquake. I really want like pixie form of like Eldritch Blast.
That's not me, though.
All right, Mickey Mouse.
Round. How we feeling, guys?
I am not feeling good.
Just fucking peachy.
Cool.
Did I take any damage from that real quick?
Oh, you took 14 damage. Thank you for reminding me.
So happy to help.
Never remind him.
Hey, did we have homework last night?
That was...
I'm not drowning.
I
am sleeping so good.
That was kind of the... That was kind of the energy that got tossed out.
You know what? Temerity's saying that to Asunar.
I'm gonna be real. Have you ever held a weapon before?
Oh, many a weapon, you would be surprised.
I'm not talking about
You set it up.
Dick. I am not talking about your dick or someone else's dick. I'm talking about something you could... Something...
Nothing you say
you could
is going to help.
with.
Nothing you say is going to make it better.
Something you might potentially murder someone with.
Both of you to assume my
You can
part.
murder...
Thank you.
Connie, you can murder someone with a dick.
This is news to me.
Spoken like a true lesbian. Happy
think a
Pride Month,
lesbian-
everyone.
Neither of us belong here. That's it.
It's fine. It was... I belong here. Look, I had a long Sunday. Is it... We don't belong in the Undercity. We don't belong on Wishfall. We don't belong in Vagari. Can you be more specific, please? There's just like a lot of different places.
She will spend 3 first-level spell slots to answer. I'm gonna kill you,
At least
Vinny.
you're about to get your rest.
Yeah, no, thank fuck.
And hang out and have some family time crossover. Yeah, you're
Yep,
able to...
I mean, might as well teach them how to do it. I mean, it doesn't hurt to know how to make a healing potion.
Yep.
And remember, a family that heals together feels together.
Family that fights together might die together.
This is also potentially true.
Regardless, someone's gonna take a knee.
As you guys get to spend some time.
Don't make me full name you, Mel. What the fuck? Is this where Kellenvor died, Vinny?
I just remembered that and I got really sad.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was right.
Not right here, but
in this place.
He died here?
He said
Not-
he
not
told
right
you
here,
that
but-
he died in a mining incident.
He died in the Melrin mines?
Yeah.
He said he was trying
Can
to
Sid
do-
have figured that out?
You got a nat 20 on your religion check. I will say
Yeah.
that, like, after a moment or two, you think about that. You're like some of the previous conversations run through your head. You think about this little kid who, like, and then you replay the story a bit of being like, and like as he turned like 15.
No,
Funny
you're
shit.
good.
It's funny as shit.
It hurts now.
Yeah, full stress to full laughter does that.
I'm gonna mute now. I'll be right back.
You go do your thing.
Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was
for
asking.
now.
Mellowette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
Hi, Mel.
I still think we should put in the fine print that, may induce death later on if you don't come up with a good catchphrase and transform properly.
All right, I'm coming around on this.
That's what I heard from our first meeting. So,
Must
I
be
mean,
okay
I'm all
with
for
hair
it.
color changes, and sometimes skin tone color changes, and sometimes physical species changes as well. We don't know. What if you pull the dog card and someone turns into a dog?
Okay, I'm back in.
That's gonna be confusing.
I feel like Connie can't contribute to the conversation right now. She's just staring angrily at her wall, like fuming quietly. She's gone from angry throwing stage to just
trying to figure out if I have like a stress ball or something. I don't think so.
I can
think a
be.
stress
I,
ball is undercutting.
I can. A barbarian can be used as a stress ball. I'm debating.
We would have gone and done the fucking mudslide. That would happen at some point.
It's Sid's favorite place. It is Sid's favorite place. Sid loves dirt.
It loves dirt.
It is the great paladin that swings
got a
a
dart,
shovel
Ariel.
axe.
It
Of
was
course,
just-
Sid
it
loves
was
dirt.
It was just the way you said it.
It was the way you said it.
Fantastic.
We're not
Sid loves
arguing the
dirt.
fact. It's just the.
It was the aggressive affection for dirt.
Is the love? I do have a question. Is the love for dirt greater than the love they have for Yvette? Because I don't think we've ever heard them talk about Yvette like that. It's like, I love you, and then I love dirt.
It's different. Dirt is like part of their
That's what they all
personality.
say.
Dirt is to Sid as necromancy is to Yvette.
Yes.
Like probably equal amounts of love, but it's
I mean, there's people. But there's not like a lot of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Like, again, he's literally like that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's like it's
Mel, the face. I
My
want
mistake.
that. I want that face as our new group
Please
chat.
no. Please no.
It's happening.
Seriously, meme. For fuck's
The party is lightly interrogated, sees Leon tied up and exhausted. He was in magic people cuffs, like with all the fingers. It was fun. We are accepted into the tribe, given jobs and a place to stay for the night, and instructed to report back in the morning for more stuff. Scaldy runs into her brother, shoots him in the foot.
A classic.
They do a little
Classic
talking.
Scaldy.
Yeah.
That moment did become like a defining moment for Scaldy as a personality trait.
I do love I remember so clearly, it was like, you see your brother there, and then there's just this pause, and you had to be like, what do you do? And then the pause lingered, and then it was, shoot him in the foot. Just total throwaway.
I was thinking of which was the least damaging to shoot.
You get purple.
What?
What? Don't worry about
You
it.
know what? Temerity's saying that to Asunar.
I'm gonna be real. Have you ever held a weapon before?
Oh, many a weapon, you would be surprised.
I'm not talking
You
about
set
your
it up.
dick. I am not talking about your dick or someone else's dick. I'm talking about something you could... Something...
Nothing you say is going to help. Nothing you say is going to make it better.
Something you might potentially murder someone with.
Both of you to assume my
You can
part.
murder...
Thank you.
Connie, you can murder someone with a dick.
This is news to me.
Spoken like a true lesbian. Happy
think a
Pride Month,
lesbian-
everyone.
I feel like Connie can't contribute to the conversation right now. She's just staring angrily at her wall, like fuming quietly. She's gone from angry throwing stage to just
Trying to figure out if I have like a stress ball or something. I don't think so.
I can
think a
be...
stress
I,
ball is undercutting.
I can... A barbarian can be used as a stress ball. I'm debating.
I mean, there's people. There's not like a lot of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Like, again, he's literally like that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's like it's
Mel, the face.
My
I want that. I want that face as our new group chat.
no.
It's happening.
Seriously, me.
First of all, the Ivory Queen has some ways to get us out of the city. From here, that might be easier to get to than the greenhouse, especially considering how far the greenhouse is from us, and the fact that we neglected to remember that the city sells watermelon that lets you see through invisibility and disguise self. So...
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, there's magical fruit. It's kind of normal now, so I kind of forgot to think about it. But there's magic fruit that makes you do all wonder of things. It's really, really fun. But one of those is see basically into the ethereal plane.
I can't fucking wait to leave this place. What the fuck is this fucking hellscape?
But it's so
where you've got
interesting.
weird ass magic fruit. Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Mellowette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
Are you okay? I'm gonna keep.
laughing over Rachel's fan.
I'm just gonna. Oh, okay, I was gonna just keep asking Mel if she's okay tonight.
Durs, what is happening?
He's having a good time. I'm having a good time.
My hands were occupied, so I wasn't waving.
I'm gonna clip that just to save that as a gift.
I do like that as like a midway opener of like, hey, we're back. Cool. All right, guys, we are back. We are gonna pick back up with a few hours into like everyone else canoodling with their significant other of choice for the evening. we have Asunar and Cinn getting together to go with Vito and check out the mortician's office. Is there any
Team
specific?
single, let's go.
Is there any specific planning you guys have for this? Because Vito, see, when you talk to him, he's like, I should just be able to get us in. I mean, there's alarms and stuff, but like, I have the thing that deactivates them, so that shouldn't be a. I have access.
I mean, I can make myself invisible if we need to. I don't know what sort of. I can disguise myself if I need to pretend to be someone more official who'd be allowed inside.
I mean, it's usually just alarms. I can't see. I don't believe we have any overnight crew unless it's people cleaning up. So, as far as I know, we should be fine. Yeah. Any final prep that you guys want to do before heading in?
Nah, just make sure he has a knifey on him. That way, in case we get split up, I can communicate.
That's 100% fair. Cool. You three, Mortician office also is not that huge, so that shouldn't be a problem, but, you know, who knows? Anything from Asunar? Any pre-break-in prep? Is this the same day as when you guys broke into Clyde's? No, it's a different day, right? You guys have your Mont Blancs,
Different day.
Mont Blancs back now? Oh no, because you used them earlier today to escape from murder. Never mind.
Oh, I didn't. I still have mine.
Okay, cool. Someone does. I want to just double check. Cool. Cool.
Yeah, my cloak has been used.
That's fair.
And once we get closer, I think Cinn is going to do this invisible. Just safety first.
That's fair.
It lasts an hour. Why not?
Sure. And then, Una? Final prep? Anything? Cool. Like a true barbarian. We're just going into it. Alright, cool.
Vinny, you have known me for several years.
Yep.
You know, I, in all of my characters, don't make a single fucking plan. It's always wing it, or fuck around. We'll find out what happens later. As you can tell, several episodes ago, I killed 2 men.
Multiple. Alright, you guys get to the morticians, which again, attached to the police station. It's basically just part of if there's any actual investigations or issues or anything. They have investigators and surgeons specifically for this. Cole, as you know, is the head of that. When you get there, lights are off. Not the police station, but the mortician's office. Using his specific badge, he puts it against one of these crystals that is next to the doors. That seem to be, for these ones, they seem to be made out of some type of energy force with a frame with runes carved around it, made out of star metal. He, onto this little like keypad thing, he puts his badge, and you watch the force field. And he waits a second. Okay, no alarms went off. We're good. You guys are in the creepy, dark mortician's office. There are no lights on, but I believe both of you have dark vision. So, and also Vito, I think, actually, I don't remember if changelings have dark vision.
They don't.
Cool.
I have it, cause drow blood.
Drorc.
Elf's got it.
Thought you said Dilf, and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess. Tonight is a night. Cool.
Why are you hiding?
Why is it a night?
You
You
guys.
just have that energy tonight.
It's a fun set of energy. It is quiet in here. There doesn't even seem to be any cleaners right now. Everything looks like it's already been cleaned and is prepped for tomorrow if there's any work. Where would you guys like to start? Vito's.
Files and paperwork, I assume.
Okay.
I mean, you can look through files and paperwork. I'm actually gonna try and look for I don't know. I don't know if looking for a body would make sense.
Might as well
But
check
yeah.
the bodies, see if there's any new ones that have 7 holes that are stowed away.
That we didn't know about beforehand. Also, like looking through evidence, maybe.
Give me an investigation check for you, Sin. And where are you concentrating? Something in particular? Also, we gotta hydrate. So.
Probably like in the actual morgue, like opening the drawers, the body drawers.
You give me an investigation check as well, so we can see how quickly you find specifically coals, if that's what you're looking for, or any other ones of import.
Oh, that's a 21.
Solid.
13 to investigate. Unless Vito's helping me and I have advantage.
He can be helping you.
That would
My
be
water isn't
23.
23? Cool. And you both clear 20. And they aren't complicated marks to hit for the most part, because it's his office, so things are just laid out normally here, as far as you can tell. You, Una, take a little bit to find... You find ones that are labeled with names, so you're able to be like, that's this person, this person, this person, this person. Eventually you find the sections of all the does, like the Jane and Joe does, J does, all the does, a deer, female deer. You find those ones and know like that's the section you probably want to start in, and you start looking through. There's not many, but one of the ones you do find pretty quickly is you do find one that is Cole's body. It seems whatever these morgue cubicles, whatever you want to call them, are, I don't know what the correct term is, to preserve the life as well as possible, like chill it and keep it preserved. So like as you open it, you feel like a rush of cool air, and as you like pull it out, you see like the earthen stoned skin of the body, and you see Cole with just 7 holes up the body.
Still have a flower?
Finding the body, you can at least look it over, and now you have like physical, like obvious confirmation of what this is. Sin, as you are looking through the files, you do, as you are looking through, is there anything in particular you're searching for in this information?
I think we were doing a kid count for Malachi's little ones.
Yeah.
We got confirmation from Aunt Plenty that they definitely are deceased. So you don't necessarily need to look into that.
Gotcha.
But you still can.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, you can find the confirmed information about that. You would not find that here. So as Cole stated to you and to whoever else was with him, that stuff, once it's completed, once a file is complete, it gets sent 2 places. If it is related to bodies and stuff, it's sent to the hospital, and then this copy is eventually brought to the collective. So if it's related to the kids who over a month ago at this point, over a month ago at this point, that information's probably specifically in the hospital. You do find the information on Judy's body, which you are welcome to look over if you wish. You do not find information on anybody else, but what you do find is, as you are looking through one of the bottom drawers, you do see Vito goes, wait, and like notices that like a corner where like on the top drawer and the other drawers there were like the equivalent of screws for them. This one doesn't have any. So he says, I would use knifey for that, and like you like insert it on the side and pop it up, and you find a little stash compartment. What you find in this compartment are the remaining flowers, the new one that you haven't had before, but also the older ones that you guys haven't personally had or had collected. So you also see rhyulims in here. Since technically no one knows that that's a dead person, you find the actual physical flowers. There's, I believe, 3 in here, which would be Judy's, rhyulims, and Cole's.
Sweet. Are we able to memorize the patterns of those flowers and leave the flowers here for the sake of...
Technically, you guys can't even see it, because you guys don't know Drorc.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have see invisibility. Could I copy it down?
You could definitely see, you see invisibility to see the patterns and write them down. If you wanted to know what they mean, if you also have comprehend languages, you'd have to stack those.
I do.
Okay, so you could stack those if you, in this moment, want to know what they say. If you just want to write down the patterns.
Comprehend languages is a ritual, so that won't use a spell slot. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So
it does take
10
minutes, so...
Yep. And I trust that we have time.
Yeah, you guys can take the time to do that.
Alright. I will do that.
Cool. When you read it, you know what? Let's actually see if time's on your side. Roll me a d20, Nova.
I feel like Eddie Munson right now. I don't like this. I don't like this.
You know, it's weird. I saw that. I saw all of season 4. I don't remember the I don't like this Chrissy wake up. I don't remember that ever being a thing in the show. Or was that just an audio people made up afterwards?
It's an audio people took from the scene and mashed together in a catchy little song.
Cool.
So it's not as rapid.
That makes
much
me
more dramatic.
That makes me feel so much better because I
Yeah.
was like, I don't remember this from the show, but that's fine.
Like, it did happen. It's just the pacing is completely different.
Yeah. Alright, so that was a 15.
15, you are still fine.
Can you not be a dick? Did anyone else catch that?
I unfortunately was looking down to write notes, so I did not.
Okay,
Vinny?
Rach did, so.
Be nice to people.
No, you can't make
The
me.
only one you're allowed to bully is Mel because you've already done that.
I bullied you for a very long time too. So
I love how you think telling him to be nice to us will make a difference in this situation.
No, not to you guys, to me.
He just said be nice to people, or Mel just said be nice to people.
Okay.
Anyway,
now
what
people are
problem is
bullying.
causing this
People are bullying me. Rude.
Anywho, what do I see?
Yeah, what does
do
the
I
flower
read?
say?
Oh, I just hit a lamp. Oh, bye. Are you good?
No, Rachel's
You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Yeah, Vinny server fucking muted me.
That was
No.
actually me because you were doing a water slurpy thing and my ears went nope.
Oh.
That was not
Okay.
me.
I forgot to unmute you. I'm so sorry.
I was flipping Vinny off because I was like, you fucking server muted me, you dumb bastard.
I accept the middle fingers on Vinny's behalf.
I announce when I server mute people normally. I usually point it out and be like, "Oh, that's getting quieted." And so normally,
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was slurping. My bad.
It's okay.
It's the bad ASMR.
Yeah, it's the not fun ASMR.
My bad. I didn't mean to.
Okay.
The quote that you find is reinforce the hallmark of each soul.
What parts are capitalized, Vincent?
Reinforce, hallmark, and technically every word in this one is capitalized. But
Okay, wait. It was reinforce the hallmark?
reinforce the hallmark of each soul.
Is hallmark one word or two?
One word.
Reinforce the hallmark of each.
Did they sponsor this? That's pretty cool.
I want to
Hallmark-
be real clear.
Hallmark
This is
a
not a
word that
rom-com.
exists. Hallmark is just a word that exists.
Yes, I know, but Durs and I both had the same thought process of like, this is Hallmark. This is not a rom-com. This is a murder mystery.
That's what you think.
I would watch that on Hallmark though.
Where's
Crazy
Hannah?
murder.
I want to watch Hallmark make a murder mystery now. Actually, I'm very curious.
Hallmark,
Really?
got a job.
Yeah,
Do
can
it.
you give me a really upbeat murder mystery that's only white people having a good time in
Oh my
heteronormative
God.
relationships?
No one actually dies. The body was
The
like
girl-
the person's
the
fine
girl is-
later.
The girl is from a lawyer firm in the city, and the man has to be a farmer.
It's like,
and she has to be blonde and wear all red.
And she pulled herself up by her bootstraps because no one's gonna help her. Anyways, before we rip apart Hallmark and actually get sued for this bullshit. Honestly,
no, but I think they would make a really good Nancy Drew series. Honestly, it's about the right level of. Anyway, it's beside the point.
Anyways,
Also, if you find AI or if you find Hallmark movies hilarious, look up AI generated Hallmark movie scripts. They're fucking ridiculous.
best. They're great.
So good. The next time that we have like an off season session, we'll have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Anyway, I'm sorry, Vinny.
you guys are fine. She saves Christmas at the end. Yes, exactly. Soup metaphor gets this.
Murder mystery Christmas film.
They exist. Anyways, I forget the fuck where we were. Yes, you figure out what it says. You can see the other ones too. They are ones that you've already seen before, so you don't have to worry about. There's nothing new. There's no new information on them. They're there
What
if you
about
want to take on more of them.
Rylams?
It's I thought you guys had that one already.
We did get Rylams. It's omens impending, consume all wishes, release the chakras, claim each soul.
Those words that order.
That one. I have a list. I have a whole list.
I like that list.
Page is almost full. Do I have to worry about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Anyways, it's fine. You've got more pages.
Yeah.
What would you guys like to do now? You have this information. You're in here. Is there anything else you guys want to try to do, or is like that what you came for? You're good to leave. You are muted if you were trying to say things.
So we did investigate the extra important areas. I presume there isn't some super obvious document on the desk that is like, oh, I'm secretly a changeling and here's my master plans. There's not going to be anything like that. We found the secret compartment. I think we've probably gotten everything there is to get.
I don't know if this is a bad idea or not, but since we know this coal is a false, what if we left a note saying anonymous, we know you're imposter, meet at XYZ to chat or something? Would that be a bad idea?
The one meta question I have with that is if the I don't know how advanced these sensors are that use the badges to unlock them. Do they track who last opened the door? Worth considering.
Roll me. You're not there actually.
I'm not there. That's why I said this is a meta question on my part.
Yeah. That's
Durs,
a good call.
Roll me a d20. Because this is a Magitech universe. Like, there's things that could exist like that, but I haven't pre-thought of it, so we'll see.
It is an 8.
Unfortunately,
Fuck if
no.
I know how a mortician's office scans their police badges to shut down the alarms.
No, there is nothing. There is nothing that works in any way like.
So Vito's able to give us the all clear. Yeah, we can leave a note, and they'd never know it was us.
If you guys want to leave a note, 100%.
Yeah, let's blackmail. Give us 200 gold in an envelope to the jeweled chalice, or we'll expose your secret. Type thing. Or you think you were looking more for a conversation? I mean, I like good old fashioned blackmail. I think 200 gold's probably a fair price to start, and then we come back next week with a higher offer. Demand more money. See how much we can get. I mean, I'm not saying this to Vito.
No, that's you and Una who has to make that
listen
choice.
I wouldn't want Vito to hear any sort of blackmail schemes.
Doesn't one of you? Oh, I don't think you guys have the like thought sharing stuff going right now. So yeah, I mean that if you guys want to, if one of you wants to subtly write a blackmail note, one of you can do it. Just let me know and wrote a sleight of hand.
Not me. I ain't doing that shit. I just want to leave a general like, hey, we know you're fake. Meet us at this spot so we can talk. That's all I wanted to say.
Or do we want to not let them know that we know so they keep doing things the way they do them? Yeah. We can always leave a note later.
Okay, final say. Are you leaving a note?
It's easy enough to leave a note later once we have a good group approval.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys collect at least one more piece of this puzzle. Vito, like seeing that, the fact that there's a secret compartment, goes over and sees the body that you find Una. He says, "Fuck." Okay. This is good to know. I'm more concerned. I don't know who's real in my job anymore. Guess I'll have to worry about that tomorrow at work. Anyways, I'm gonna go to sleep unless there's anything you guys think we need to do further with this.
No, I think we're good to go.
Okay, cool. You guys have the information. Vito's gonna like head off and
afterwards.
Yeah. You are muted on Google Meets though, Cinn, so I'm not getting any of your captions.
There we go.
Yeah. You guys are welcome to head off. Currently Trine is working at the Starlight Inn still. Everyone else is at their home or with somebody. 2 of them are at the Jewel Chalice, just having a good time. Having a good time. Anyways, Ethel is cuddling at home. So is there anything else that you two want to do for the evening?
Nope. Cinn's gonna go sleep in his own bed.
That's fair. And how about you, Una?
Take a nap.
Just a nap?
Oh, 4 hours. That's a nap.
Give Cinn our ace king.
It's good to have. Cool. You guys all get a long rest, so go ahead and mark that off. Ooh, Ethel?
Yeah. Just a heads up, Ethel says her nightly prayers.
Cool.
You told me to tell you it was happening next time, so I did.
Oh.
Yeah, don't pray too hard.
Don't pray too hard.
Roll me a religion check.
Get
Ooh,
my
it was
3
not
health
very
back
good.
from Asunar beating the shit out of me.
Oh.
You get your 3 health points back.
Oh, hold on. It was not good. That's a 9.
Not very good.
Mm-mm. I have a decent religion. I just rolled real bad.
It happens sometimes.
Yep.
Cool.
It's okay. I've been through a lot today.
It's been a day. Cool. Everyone gets a long rest. Ethel, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw for yourself.
Great.
And roll me a d20 for Walter.
I was very concerned about this. All right.
Oh no.
Let me find my boy's character sheet.
I don't
Constitution saving throw. That's an 18 for Ethel.
Nice.
And that is a 12 on the die for Walter. Please don't.
That's a 17 for him. You both
Okay,
pass.
okay.
When you are trying to sleep, you can, and transfer on your part, sleep on his, you feel in the middle of the night in your dreams, your wounds have like a burn to them that's trying to keep you awake, trying to make it so you don't sleep, trying to extend the sleep you need to recover. But you both passed your rolls, so in the morning, when you both wake up, it only takes your normal 4 hours, and it only takes him his normal 8 hours.
I'm sorry. Was that a freaking, like, oh, we're gonna give you a level of exhaustion if you fail kind of check?
No, it's just gonna
What
make
the heck?
It's gonna make your rest need to take twice as long. Which for you just means it takes a normal amount, but for Walter it means
But for Walter, that's like 16 hours.
yeah, you'd have to sleep a whole day.
Poor guy.
So of the people that get stabbed, you were one of the better options in that sense, because anyone who needs 8 hours of sleep would have really hated it.
Yeah. I would have been incredibly upset if I could not wake my husband up and I slept for 4 hours longer than I usually do.
Cool. But yeah, you guys all get your long rests in. Connie, are you getting up real early?
I think she kind of like she was like tossing and turning and kind of wakes up like a little too early. Like, you know, when you have one of those like stressful sleeps, so you wake up like real stupid early at like 4 a.m. instead of like 8 a.m. Like, she has one of those sleeps. And for like a split second, she sees Bree, but she got so drunk that she's still tipsy when she wakes up. So for a half a second, she thinks Bree is somebody else and jerks and like nearly falls out of bed. And like tries to, as quietly as she can, just like pack up and go. Like having major regrets.
Sure, roll me
I've done
a
this.
stealth check with disadvantage.
Mhm.
Because you got fucked up.
Yep. Stealth check. Let's see. That's an 12. Lowest roll was an 8 on the die.
She stirs during the sleep, and at one point while you're just getting ready, you feel a hand like gently like come over on like your arm or your wrist, or just like grabbing a part of you for a moment, just to like feel the connection. It's like, you leaving this early?
I pull my hand away and I just go, I have to go.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, everything's fine. I just I have to go. And she's just gonna get up and start heading for the door.
She's gonna seeing like there wasn't just like a yeah, and then I go, like you had an active conflict in that moment. Yeah, no, you had an active conflict in that moment. And she's like, wait, honey, what's going on? And gets up out of bed, like doesn't get dressed or anything. It's just like getting up and like going towards you. She doesn't like try to stop you from leaving or shut the door in your face, but she's like confused because you're seeming a little fidgety. She's like, no, like Is there a
I just kind
problem?
of, I just kind of put a hand out and just go. This was this this was a mistake. I shouldn't have come here. I'm really sorry. I should have. I have to be done with this.
Did I do something wrong?
No. No. You didn't do anything wrong. It's
I really like you, Connie. We can talk this out. It's okay.
no, it has nothing to do with you. It is my own baggage and my my own head being messed up. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. You're so nice, Bree. But you remind me too much of somebody, and I think I was pretending for too long, and I'm done pretending. And I'm so sorry. I really am. And for what it's worth, because I do think you're a good person and I care about your well-being, you may want to consider leaving the city for your own safety. I have to go, and she's gonna head out the door.
She, like, as you keep talking, she slowly, like, her being upset is a little more visible on her face as you, like, progressively go. And, like, she's, like a couple times she's, like, about to say something, but you continue going and going, and then you say, for your sake, you should leave the city. And because of the context, she doesn't know what you mean by that, so she just looks more confused and hurt, like, as you're saying that. And as you leave, she just kind of just sits on the bed and looks around in confusion.
Yep.
Alright, that's that. You go collective or home or Starlight Inn?
Stumbling back to the collective. Yep.
You get back to the collective, you go find your room there, you finish your rest there for a little bit. Cool. Alright.
Excuse me, I was about to cry. You were gonna make me cry, so I wanna let you know that. I was like this close. And honestly, I don't appreciate the cry edging. So next time, if you could just like make me cry so I can let go of that, I'd appreciate it.
The credging. Can't handle the credging. I found a new
That
phrase.
hurt me. That hurt me. That hurt me more than actually making me cry. Was the cry edging.
Okay.
No more credging. Anyways, you go back to your place. What's your passive perception?
Oh fuck. Passive perception's a 17.
Okay. You are probably that's something. You are probably a little unfocused considering what just happened.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh god, my back is sweaty.
Thank you for sharing, Mel. Any more details you would like to share with us in this moment?
Yeah, my social security number is
Oh, okay. This thing's actually stealthier than you. Cool.
Oh no. What is
Has Mel wrote her will?
No.
Cool. Yeah, you go to sleep. You guys all wake up in the morning. Is there anything immediately that you guys attempt to do? Any like getting together?
What was I supposed to be perceiving? You can't just leave it off.
Fine. How
Like,
about this? You wake up in the morning. You open your front door and you see a little fox curled up at the outside of the door.
Oh. Wait, fox or coyote?
Coyote.
What?
Sorry, I looked up fox stats because it's the closest thing.
Right.
That's my bad. Actually,
You're
maybe,
still drunk.
maybe wolf
Yeah.
stats might be better. It's still better stealth than your perception in that moment. Yeah, you see a little coyote that's just curled up at the front of your door in the collective.
Okay. I'm less concerned now. That's kind of sweet.
You see a 6-headed wolf now.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys all wake up in the morning. When you open your door, Connie, the coyote just tail wags a bit and then it just goes running off.
Connie definitely has a hangover.
That's fair. It is a moon day. It is the last day, the final day before the innovation fair. What would you guys like to do?
I believe this was the day Cinn had worked with Aster to determine was the class day.
It will be the day that you, at some point, with whoever additional people that you are allowing to be brought in. So at the very least, the Church of Selune. But if you want additional people there to bring in, you can bring in additional people to come and get some cooking lessons up at the top of the rift.
It wasn't scheduled for the morning because Cinn isn't a monster. So I feel like the group can sort of meet up at the Heavens Collective, sort of touch base, debrief on the notes we got and the flowers we read from the morticians.
Our little morning catch up.
And then discuss plans for the day.
Can you mute while typing, Nova?
I am sorry. I didn't realize it was that loud.
It's fine. Yeah, you guys are welcome to meet up, either get a morning breakfast, some bagels, meet up at the collective somewhere, like the norm has been the last few days. Who is meeting up at the collective? I guess we'll just do a hand raise.
Ethel will bring muffins.
There we go.
I'm already here.
That's fair.
We will need to eat her feelings.
Some of you will be sleeping there. Temerity, are you going to join the group discussion, or are you sleeping in late after a long night? Or
night.
Don't call me out like that. No, I need to have a morning discussion with my wife.
Okay.
My wife.
Right, so before we have a full team meeting, let's have a discussion with your wife.
So I will open the morning when I woke up. I'll, kiss her on the shoulder, kind of give her a nice little massage. Good morning.
Morning.
Good
Sleep well.
Did you just say good morning as well, Nova?
Oh, I said good meowing.
Shush.
Asunar's there.
It's just there with a cat in hand. Good meowing. No.
Good meowing. How was it for you?
She's like, oh, very well. I had a very good night. How about yours?
Fantastic. You always find a way to surprise me. So I have a question for you, and I really don't want this to come across as anything negative, because if anything, I'm 110,000% happy as we are. However, And I'm sure you know because you're omniscient, you know everything. As truly powerful women such as you are. I was wondering if you would have any sort of interest in bringing anyone else into our relationship.
I mean, what could this person bring in?
So, and I mean this in the most affectionate way, but I know you're so greedy, as am I. But as much as you and I bring in a powerful spice and wonderful um and wonderful experience to our relationship, I feel that there's always a possibility for something a little more, a little zhuzh. No? And I know that you're aware of my more recent client, the detective Vito, the changeling. How would you feel about kind of including him in our little fun time?
I guess we would have to see what he thinks when he sees me. That's how it worked for me and you, so we'd have to see how it would work for him and I.
And I'll have to admit that I am a little anxious because I did fall in complete love with you as soon as I saw you. So it has been a little nerve-wracking for me to even consider allowing someone else to appreciate your countenance, as I understand the total enrapture that comes with taking you in. But I think this could be fun.
Well, I'm always interested in more fun, but I have to see again what happens. You remember we saw each other, especially when you saw me, and again she just like fills up your chin a bit and says, "Enraptured is a good word." And I want to see if the same thing happens with him. If it doesn't, then I don't think it would. But if it does, I'm always interested in the potential. As she does this, she's kind of just like fixing your outfit as like whatever like low layer clothes you put on are getting put on.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm super glad to hear that you would be open to such a thing. Of course, if he doesn't appreciate you in the way that you deserve, then he is not deserving of your or my attention. So what do you think? Tomorrow? Tonight?
Tomorrow. Well, tonight we have to work on getting your project all ready.
True.
We can't forget that. And she just boops you on the nose. But tomorrow, after the fair, we could... I guess I could go around the fair with you if you wanted us to meet in public.
I would love that. Oh my goodness. I can't even explain the elation that I would feel by being seen with you in public.
Why don't you come tell me about it? And she pulls you closer.
Perf.
In the morning, Ethel, as you guys are waking up, it takes you a little longer to get ready, because Walter can't seem to find his little star cufflinks that he had. that he wears with his outfit. So he's just like on the ground looking for him. He's looking under tables and stuff. He took him off last night. Like he knows he put him where he always puts them, but he's just like,
I'm very upset.
Yeah, Vinny made sure to mention cufflinks being put away the night before. I was paying attention.
Yeah, he did. Also, I'm pretty sure I know who's doing it. I'm like 99% sure this is Temerity's wife. I'm 99% certain. And but I don't know whether to like talk to Temerity and be like, hey, so somebody may or may not have mentioned something that makes me think that our stuff is gone. But like, I don't know whether to say. I don't know whether to say anything about it. But I'm very upset. Anyway.
But yeah, the cooking class is probably later in the evening, or like middle of the evening, and then you guys have the rest of the night, or however much time you decide that you want to add for prep before you guys do whatever it is you're doing. The more time you add, kind of how Ethel did her baking on a little bit the day before, got her the extra D6. How much time you spend on this day working on your own stuff, it means what additions I might additionally give you, besides having advantage, which you all will automatically have, because I'm assuming whatever you're making is something related to a profession that you're already super qualified in. So you guys can gather together. Temerity's is Temerity actually going eventually, or is Temerity just late, or Temerity not going at all to group meeting?
I'll be a little late and disheveled.
Cool. So the rest of you guys get together for a meeting, and start. Are you guys just sharing the details? Oh yeah, you guys will all automatically get the info that Cinn got, which was the next little message. Asunar can give you the information about specifically seeing Cole's body.
Mm-hmm.
What is the state of everybody as they arrive from top to bottom? Like Una working down.
I did the body and the message.
Oh, true. You did translate the message. That's fair. I just remember 2 investigation rolls and it being 2 separate things. That's where my brain goes. But yes, yeah. You did do the spell crafting. But yeah, from Una working our way down, how are people arriving? And like when someone looks at you, like that vibe you get early in the morning when you look at someone in a diner, like what's the look someone's gonna get by looking at you right now?
Cinn's a morning person.
Feels like a morning person.
Asunar has been at the collective long enough that she's kind of like walking down the stairs with her eyes shut until like she gets a tea or something, like some caffeine.
Oh yeah. Ethel and Walter.
You can tell me how Walter feels about the situation. Ethel is, she's got the look on her face that she's fully done up in her outfit and her makeup, but she's got the look on her face that she is like, that probably Connie recognizes as like annoyed at the world and has her full like social face, like customer service socializing
social
face
mask
on.
Yeah.
Related to Walter. Walter is fidgeting with his shirt. So normally either he has it down and he has the cufflinks on, or he has it up to have the tattoos out. But now he just has rolled down like full-length sleeves without cufflinks, and he's just like, this is just so aggravating. Like I just can't. Like he's missing a part of his wardrobe, and that's the thing that's irritating him. Everything else he's kind of fine, except his sleep was also a little rough, and his wife, his fiance, almost got murdered. But like right now, he's just really focused on this fucking cufflink thing. Small problems are easier to focus on than the big problems sometimes.
Yeah. And Ethel absolutely, like, on the way over was like, I will get you cufflinks. I will do it. After another day of pay.
Speaking of which, when you guys all do arrive here, I think you didn't get paid for your last 2 things. So you guys get 500 extra gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Connie, what do you look like as you arrive?
Jeez, hang on. So Connie probably just looks tired, like she had a long night. You know, when you pull an all-nighter and you got rough sleep. But I feel like she's probably like waiting for everybody, sipping on coffee, and like has a tea waiting for Asunar because they've like lived together on and off so much that she knows Asunar needs tea in the morning. Just has it there waiting for her.
Yeah. I just plop down next to Connie and just kind of bonk.
She's got like 1,000-yard stare going on right now and just like doesn't even register that Asunar sits down.
I don't know. Asunar definitely just goes, a bonk. just to fuck with Connie like she always does.
Connie just kind of like leans back into her and just goes, I am exhausted.
Get you a nap today.
Too much to do today.
We'll get you a nap today.
We'll see about that. Sips her coffee.
You're no
like
good.
refuses to make eye contact right now, but it's just like mumbling.
A nice mocha sounds wonderful.
Asunar just pats her head and it's just like, you know you're better when you get sleep.
I know, Una. I know. I just
Even
too
just
much
an
keeping
hour.
me up.
I understand.
Just shifts a little bit. Head resting on shoulder.
Did you say shift or
Shift.
shit?
Yeah, shift.
Okay, I thought you said just shits a little bit.
Are you ever so tired that you just shit yourself?
Yeah.
Totally.
One of
Yeah.
those days. I hate those days.
Yeah,
I hate those
absolutely.
days too.
Asunar just kind of has like her arm around Connie so like Connie doesn't fall back or anything.
Cinn has cinnamon rolls prepped for people.
Of course he fucking does.
And using his chef feat, the ones for Ethel, Walter, and Kanitae are going to give you 3 temporary hit points.
Connie will accept a cinnamon roll, does like a cheersing motion at in Cinn's direction. Again, she's just like not looking anybody directly in the eye and she'll just like start chowing down and she's like, oh shit, this is good. Alright. Thanks, Cinn.
No problem.
Ethel also is. Thank you, Cinn, and she will trade you and give you a blueberry sour cream muffin.
Oh, nice.
Blueberry sour cream muffin sounds real good.
Asunar Def needs a lot of calorie with the build she has, so she just takes one of each.
Yeah.
Just alternating between bite a muffin, bite a cinnamon roll, sip a tea.
After everyone, I guess the morning is you guys like having food and just like getting ready to deal with the day, and then eventually Temerity joins. The meeting can actually
Hey,
happen.
what's up?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm late.
Once Temerity's there, I tell people about the body and our missing flower and what it says.
No, we're still talking about that? Okay.
I mean, these are kind of important. They're leaving clues behind, and Connie just kind of like stretches and she like pulls out her like notes or whatever and writes out the translation that Una gives. Would I be able to do like an investigation check to see where it falls in the order of what we've found so far? Because even Aunt Plenty made it kind of vague about where in the lineup of victims that he like died.
So are you trying to figure out like timeline wise where you think it would be?
Trying to figure out timeline wise where he would be, like, or if it makes more sense in a certain structure, like with these translations, if that is discernible at all.
I think with the note, I'm gonna straight up say there's probably not a good way. Like, you would have to go to the body and look over the body more to figure out stuff like that, because that's like decomposition and like so many other things.
That's fair.
You could, if you want to make a roll for it, I let you roll to try to figure out something related to it, but I don't think you would be able to figure out specifically the two things you asked for.
Okay. I mean, what's the role that you're willing to let me make? I'm intrigued.
Let me see what I think you could figure out from the
My
random.
gremlin brain is like, give me the information.
Yeah, and if like Asunar can minor illusion up some images to use for reference of the decomposing body.
Could work.
I mean, who has medicine proficiency?
I have half proficiency.
Not me.
Damn it.
Oh,
Ethel,
I took
think, has
medicine proficiency.
I'm like 99% sure I have medicine. I do.
Minor,
Let me know when I
minor
actually
illusion some corpses for you.
like you do.
Or no, I have the psionics, so I can just put them directly into Kanitae's brain without having to put a dead body on display for the whole breakfast.
Yeah.
Well, we might
but,
want to put it on display for Ethel, because
Did
Ethel
you-
would be the one with medicine proficiency.
I thought you didn't look at the body though. Like you were in the other room and Vito checked the body.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I had both of you
figured
guys.
If you wanted to say
If you guys both searched both things, that's fine. But you guys, I was asking what you guys were doing, and you both said you were doing individual things. So
yeah, that's fair. You could say I didn't look at the bodies, or you can say we were both in. Hey, check out my info. Hey, check out.
what is your medicine additions?
It's only 4.
What's yours, Asunar?
Check. Medicine is a +2.
+2. Okay, that's not terrible. Roll me a medicine check. We'll see how accurately you can like make the body.
Dirty 20.
This is pretty fucking good. All right, cool. We will say you're able to make a pretty accurate
dead body on the table.
Yeah, basically funk. Everyone's like, okay, that's disturbing. Bexel walks by and is like, I don't know what you're doing.
It's not real. It's not real. It's an illusion.
That doesn't make that better. I don't know if you know that. That doesn't make that better. Also, you all need to sleep more. You all look awful.
Thanks, Bexel. You look beautiful.
Rude.
Comes and takes a cinnamon roll. Because why would you not? But yeah. All right. Roll me an investigation, Kanitae, on the body, and we'll see what details you get.
Can I help?
Please help.
You can
I
give
only
the
rolled 3.
you can give the help action.
Okay.
The little coyote comes and like taps the side of your leg, and you also get guidance.
Cool. What does guidance do again?
1d4.
1d4. Okay. Okay. Where's my d4? Okay. 14 plus 2. Investigation is a 7, so it's 21.
21.
Yes.
Solid. What I will give you, for order, this happened before the gallery showing, so been gone a while.
Okay. So at least before Lonnie and Nick.
Yeah. From what you can tell from the body, there doesn't seem to be any additional debris or any like extra details by like actually observing it with the help from Ethel, who is a cleric, or sometimes used to be, and Asunar recreating it accurately. You guys are having like this hologram zoom in of the closer details. You don't see anything that shows. There's no dirt under the fingernails. There's no extra evidence related to anything happening in an unsanitary environment. So you're pretty sure the death of the body happened in the mortician's office.
That's interesting.
Mel, did you share a list of the supposed order that the deaths happened in, like in text format somewhere?
Essentially did, but I can read them off right now because I probably took a picture of like
Okay.
my notes. So
That'd be nice.
yeah. So
I-
Nell and Do, Nell, Do, and Hale.
It's in character chat.
Oh, my.
Oh, cool.
Siobhan was 4th, Ryulum was 5th, then Lonnie and Nick were simultaneous, then Judy. I put these in order of discovery / when they happened ish because we don't necessarily know exactly when Siobhan and Ryulum died. They could have died at the same time. Ryulum could have been first. Siobhan could have been first. That's a little iffy. And now Cole is in that mix there. So we have those 3 that it's like a little wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, we have more capital letters now. Gosh darn
There's
it.
so many
Okay.
more capital letters.
Do you ever just want to scream?
No.
Okay, wait. Say I got Nell, Do, Hale, Siobhan, Ryolum. Will you say the rest again, please?
Nell, Duel, Hale, Siobhan, Ryulum, Lonnie and Nick, Judy, and Cole is our most recent discovery, but again, he was probably somewhere in the Siobhan Ryulum mix.
Right, he's before Lonnie and
Or
Nick.
Lonnie and Nick, at least.
Seven Graves Killer just doesn't know how to count. This is bullshit.
To be fair, the name Seven Graves Killer came from the media. So it was people.
I'm being a shit.
I know. I just want to reference the fact that it was like literally the newscasters who coined a name for this person.
So I just want to point out, I have 1 or 2 running theories. Expire the pure and scarred to the end all was said twice.
It was said twice.
That could mean that one of the either Lonnie or Nick was the end of a perfect 8, and we missed another death before them.
Mm.
So that's why it repeated twice, is because one was the end and the other was the beginning. Or it could mean that the end of like the stanza just repeats itself, and then with Judy a new thing started.
Mm.
Because theoretically, if there was another death that happened that we don't know about, we could have had a Full Blossom the Perfect 8 exist somewhere in there
Mm.
already, and then it just starts the thing like maybe backwards, so then it's Expire the Pure and Scarred, and then a Full Blossom, and then you see what I'm saying? Does this make sense?
I think so. I don't know.
As this conversation's going on, eventually Walter is like, Temerity?
Yes?
Where did you get those cufflinks?
My wife.
Ah, freak.
You see in the outfit as she was fixing you up, apparently she put a pair of cufflinks in a couple of the buttonholes on your outfit. Little star cufflinks. Ethel, they look very familiar to you. Walter just... Okay. This is very nice of her.
Yeah. She's a really wonderful stylist. Honestly, she tends to help me with accessorizing 99% of the time.
That's
You
fair.
know, Temerity, you two have been going steady for a while, and I don't think I've ever seen her. Are you planning on introducing her to your friends before the big day?
I mean, if you would be interested in meeting her, absolutely. I mean, she's been around the club a couple of times.
Yes, and you're probably the only one who has maybe seen her.
Caught a glimpse.
Ethel is swearing on Selene's name under her breath.
I don't know what you mean. You're acting kind of weird.
Would Connie recognize the cufflinks? Like, she's known Walter and Ethel for a decent bit.
Roll me a d20.
Are they not? They're Walter's cufflinks, not mine.
Yeah, they're not your cufflinks.
16.
Okay.
16. You probably they're like, I mean, they're like not generic, but like they are simple star
They're
cufflinks.
typical,
You've
okay.
seen them on Walter, but like other people could have cufflinks like
The
this.
same design. Okay.
That's hilarious because my star metal things are also cufflinks.
Isn't it? Isn't it great?
Yes.
Well,
Yes, they are.
Is Walter's actual star metal cufflinks?
No, I think we have a different
yeah,
trinket
okay.
for him. They're just metal.
Yeah, all right. Okay, cool.
He still looks
was
perturbed.
like-
Yeah, no, you have your normal cufflinks, Temerity, but when you were dressed this morning, when she was putting your outfit together, she seemed to add an extra pair of cufflinks just in like button holes, just to like add a little more dazzle to you.
She's so mischievous. I love her.
Eventually, around this time, you guys watch Trine walk in, very tired. She walks in and just looks and sees you. You're all already here? Okay. Did I miss anything?
No.
A minor illusion of a body.
I'm fine. I'm cool.
Yeah. Pushes like the basket of food treats over to Trine.
She lets out like another big yawn.
Ethel's gonna like pull out her journal that I feel like at this point she's just carrying with her, and she's gonna flip to the page with the conversation with Chris on it and point Walter to the specific paragraph about Temerity's wife.
What about her? Are you
She's
talking
not doing
shit?
this out loud. She's not doing this out loud. She's just gonna lean into Walter and she's gonna point to her journal entry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know how subtle Walter's being about it. He's pretty good at it. He like looks at it. He's still like, why? Why does? Why? Why does? Why?
Why does?
Hey, Trine, you look like you had a rough night. I know Asunar and I were doing a late night stakeout, but were you doing any late night shenanigans? I mean, if it was hush hush, you don't have to tell me. You can keep your bedtime shenanigans to yourself. But I was just curious if you were investigating anything interesting.
Oh, I was keeping an eye on the Starlight Inn. Me and Walter were doing that. Then Walter went home with Ethel, so I kept keeping an eye on it because Celeste and Malachi were working through some stuff. And I had
perfect.
I had Song and like just like points to Connie. So I was keeping an eye on them because everyone else was with somebody or around people. And she almost like nods off for a second. She hasn't slept.
Ethel's gonna just look at her and just like narrow her eyes a little bit and be like, "Come take a nap, Trine. Come lay down, take a nap."
Fine, I wanna wait.
No, you're taking a nap.
Roll an intimidation check.
An intimidation?
Can Asunar help?
Sure.
Because Asunar is going to get up to carry her.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Should I roll with advantage then?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
That helped a little bit. That is still only an 8.
She looks at you like someone who hasn't slept and doesn't feel like dealing with anybody's orders or bullshit right now, and just looks at you and is like, "We have things to do."
Pick her up.
Yes. and one of those things is sleeping.
I will hurt people right now if they don't tell me what we're talking about and stop trying to make me sleep.
Can I fill you in as I carry you to your room?
We'll hurt people. Please, let's just talk about things.
If you pass out on me, I'm leaving you where you pass out. And I'm gonna make the others leave you too.
Okay. She just like puts her chin on the table and is just watching. So, okay, so what's going on? Oh, I like those cufflinks, Temerity. They look really good on you.
Who says that?
Fine.
Fine.
Thank you.
And your necklace too.
What's on my necklace?
Yeah, she gave you a new necklace that was the sun in the center with stars.
Oh god. That's also stolen, right?
You don't know.
Yeah, who does that belong to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you. It's a lot of compliments from you, Trine. That's a little uncharacteristic.
Trying to be observant, and I thought compliments was a good way to help build rapport and friendships, because I know you care a little bit about appearances, so I thought if I complimented the new features that you've had since yesterday, that would help.
Well, I can't say that I don't dislike, or that I dislike the compliments on my updated wardrobe. Although, I feel that I'm more apt for compliments on things such as my high cheekbones, my voluptuous lips, perhaps my slim waist. Something like that, maybe, next time.
Okay, I will keep that in mind.
You let me know. Although, I have an idea of what sort of characteristics you're looking for.
Her eyes glow with a little bit of magic, and she squints a bit, and she's like, oh, what does it do? It's magical. What's your necklace?
Do I know what it does? This is my cat. Hello.
Nope.
Say hi, kitty. Oh, she's not into the stream. All right. Well, I have no idea, honestly. Magically delicious. Just like me. What's the cereal commercial? Lucky Charms. I'm like Lucky Charms. That's what they call me in the club. Magically delicious.
So what do we have to do today, guys?
Don't have many. Connie just kind of like gives Trine like a pat on the shoulder, like, we don't have much to do today. We learned some new info. Kind of leans down and just mumbles to her, the mortician's an imposter, and we found the real guy's flower with the message left behind. That's
body.
the update. And body.
She does wake up a bit at this, and like, oh, alright, info. And just starts writing stuff down.
Yeah, she'll
She's
just like
awake
slide
again.
her notes over to Trine and just be like, that's all that we've got today. And I don't really think that there's many leads for us to chase right now. Problem is if we could just figure out who is killing people, if we could find out the pattern in which they are killing people, if there even is one, maybe we could prevent the next death. But
I thought you were just going to stop at, if we could just find out who kills the people. It's like, yes, Mel.
Gee,
That's the point
yeah,
of the
no.
fucking mystery.
No.
Yeah, cool. No, that's fair. So what are the plans for today? We have Cinn has the cooking lesson later, which at the very least Ethel has an invite, being from the Church of Selune. Whether anyone else is invited to go or wants to go is a whole other thing. Do other people have plans for today? Are they prepping? Do they want to take the time to prep whatever they're doing for the Innovation Fair, or
Prepping for Innovation Fair, and then she also wants to go talk to Lysander.
we'll have
You
Lysander?
can join us at the cooking lesson, because top of the rift.
Right.
These where all the cool people are going.
Right.
Yeah, do you want to make it part of that, or do you want to just go beforehand? Talk to Lysander. You were welcome. Like, Lysander told you to come visit, and he would treat you to a meal, so, like...
She might go beforehand and then might stick around for the cooking lesson afterwards.
Cool. So we could probably at least do that and before we finish up, because that's probably not too bad. But Una, is there anything else that you would like to get done today? Is there anything you want to either do by yourself or prepare for the Innovation Festival?
I didn't really have a plan for the Innovation Festival because
That's fine.
I'm still a little confused on it.
That's fair. The easiest summary I can give for it is because it's the passage of winter to spring, the blossoming of new ideas and the like, inventing things, whether it's lube or a musical or some type of new dessert, anything, inventing something that is related to your specialty or your interests. The fair is people showing off these different things, and then a trio of judges choosing top 3 placement of winners, and these winners, if they are specific things that can be things that are copied, like foods or recipes or inventions, Action Industrial or one of the other companies might try to like buy the rights off of it, or like give you a cut of like a percentage of it if they take your idea, or you might just win a prize. So if you want to prepare something, you're welcome to. You also don't have to prepare anything, and you can give additional help to somebody else if you as well.
Yeah, I think I'll give help to someone else. Because I also have the gut feeling that something is gonna happen at the Innovation Fair or the Ethereal Ball, and I just want to be, like, not distracted, just kind of, like, prepared.
That's fair too. You like, if anyone wants to just be like on guard instead, you can do that. You can also kind of do both. It's a little harder, but we can make it all work. Ethel, for you for today, any additional things or orders of operations?
Yeah, I just want to go to the cooking class and then work on my Discovery Days project and freaking I want to know who Temerity's wife is, but we're not going to get into that right this second. Um, shoot, hold on. Was there something else I wanted to do? And then I'm gonna do like reading scriptures and saying prayers again because like Ethel's stressed and upset and she needs that.
So we wanted the simple things so far. We could probably do your role and your thing.
Could the curiosity get the better of Connie and she just cast Identify on Temerity's necklace just for funsies?
If you want.
Like, just boops it just to find out, because Trine's like, hey, it's magical, and Connie's like, but why?
I don't trust that.
It's not that I don't trust it, it's like, but why?
You can do that. It takes a minute to do.
Cursed, but if it's like a fireball, it's like you want to know.
She'll just like pretend to like study it for like way too long and blame it on the sleep, and then like, because you have to hold it for like a minute, right? So she's just like studying it for like a minute.
Yeah, so if Temerity allows you
no
to cast on it, then yes.
Yeah.
Temerity, you got any problem with Connie checking out your bling?
No.
Okay.
No?
I was hardware muted. No, I have no problem with it.
Oh, okay.
And then Temerity, anything you are doing today? Are you just like trying to research your fantastical lube, or?
Yeah, I'm working on my lube.
Cool. That one we might have to save for next session along with the actual cooking class, because I think those are going to be slightly more in-depth things. The two things that we can get out of the way fairly quickly, and then we will be wrapped up. Ethel, just give me a roll. You're doing a little bit of extra prayer and scripture work. Give me a religion roll.
Hey, that's a much better religion roll. That's 23.
Cool. And then 23. Hopefully I remember that number, or you remember that number.
I'll write it down.
Thank you. And I was gonna say Kind, Connie.
Kind is no more.
I know. We are bliss now. Anyways, yes. So you're able to go to the top of the rift. Or is that a thing you're doing like now, earlier in the day, getting that?
Yeah, she'll go like maybe like an hour or so before like the cooking class or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah, but I want to know really quick, what the fuck is Temerity's necklace? Because she can't identify on it.
Necklace
Give me that
of
info.
fireballs.
Temerity, Connie will be like, Temerity, use that responsibly. That's a necklace of fireballs. Do not. Well, unless certain circumstances call for it, do not release those in an indoor area. Okay?
The necklace of fireballs has 6. Technically, they're not beads; they're the little stars. But you have 6 uses of the fireballs on that.
You could do a lot of damage with those. So, be careful. And Trine, go take a nap, please. There's no other update. Please go sleep. Thank you for looking after the Starlights.
Are you going to top of the rift?
Yeah.
Cool. Is everyone going to the top of the rift with Connie? You know what? We'll just let you and Lysander have a conversation. So you go to the top of the rift. It is literally the last building at the literal top, the end of Wishfall, the front of Wishfall, basically. It is a full metal building, probably one of, if not the tallest building on Wishfall. And you have to ride an elevator, like an elevation system that goes from the bottom, a Tensor's floating disc or whatever, Tensor's floating platform from the bottom all the way to the top floor. When it opens up, you are met by a rush of a very cool temperatured room. Not like cold, but like comfortable cool. Like they definitely want you to be a little cooler than a little hot. Amazing smells already. As they've probably had a morning rush of some sort that they served at least a few people for. And you see there are people done up, like, in their very best, like, high-quality outfits who are enjoying fairly ritzy sets of meals here and there. There's, like, maybe 10 people in here at most.
Connie
Couple,
is not dressed
yeah,
for
a
this
couple
place.
people immediately as you come in, like, one's about to, like, take a sip of a drink, and it's like, and just thinks and puts it down, like
Kinda
visibly
roll her eyes internally, fucking rich
yeah, like
folk.
visibly gives you like a flinch of like huh. But as you go in, you can see that there is a hostess up front, whose like job is to like greet and basically shoo away people who don't need or shouldn't be here. And immediately this Star Genasi comes up to you. He's like, "Hi, do you have a reservation?"
I'm just here to speak with Lysander. I don't have a reservation.
Lysander. Okay. Can I ask who is coming to see him? He's in the middle of a lot of prep at the moment for an event tonight, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, you can tell him Connie is here to see him.
Okay, just one moment. She walks away. After a few moments, she comes back and says, he said, and she looks perturbed, like confused. And this is like, said you can just, he said you can go right in. If you go straight down, towards the back where the giant windows are, him and, don't get too shell-shocked, there's also, our Star is there with him, Aster, so, you can, just keep cool if you don't mind.
You won't have to worry about me. I'm not. You could say I don't hold him in the same regard as everybody else. I'll be fine.
Go ahead.
She'll just head right back.
As you go by, you do see, besides having like a bartender or two that are busy working some of the tables, you do see in a darker, like forest green outfit, the green dragonborn known as Tiam, who is the restaurateur, the owner of the establishment, who just watches you as you go, doesn't say anything, and it's a very neutral expression, but just kind of like watches as you pass by.
A very polite smile and nod to him. Like, I see you looking at me.
At her,
I
but
see
yes.
you. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, she just watches you, but yeah, you go back. You see that there's a bunch of workers currently setting up all the stations for these cooking lessons. And it looks like it's going to be awesome. Like where the station is, that is what would probably be Sins in the end. There is just giant glass walls showing all of the clouds going by. You can see, because it is a moon day for this. You're seeing like all the stars. You would see the moon if there was a moon to see.
Moon was there.
Yeah. So you're seeing a bunch of wonderful stars. Like you can see, like as like you're going over a volcano, you can see like the warm glow underneath from the volcano. For a brief moment, as everything just continues to rush by. It's a glorious sight. Sin's gonna be like a star when he's in this setup. But currently, you see Aster and Lysander like going over the setups, and Aster's like, and what kind of like dressings and stuff do we need for this? Like he gave me the list, but I just want to make sure, are we gonna have all of that? And Lysander's like, Aster, we got it. We got everything on the list. Like we had to go to some weird places for it, but we got it. Don't worry about it. And like looks over, like does a double take and sees Yukane, and like as Aster's like doing something, he like points at it, like Lysander points at Aster's like, and like it's just like,
what is he mouthing?
He goes like, Aster Montango, what the fuck? And then like
He just like shrugs, unimpressed.
Some people think he's cool.
I know.
You're welcome to approach the conversation, or you can wait for him to separate. It's up to you.
I think she's gonna wait for him to separate because she was hoping to talk to him alone. Like if Aster goes off to like fiddle with something, she'll just be like,
sure. He just when she listened, just like, double check with one of the assistants. I just have a thing. Be right back. And Aster like turns around and is like, of course. Oh, hi, and like waves hi to you, Kanitae.
just kind of like little salute in his direction. Sorry, making a note. Flip to new page. Okay.
Lysander comes over and is like, hey, did you come for the meal? Do you want like I don't think I could eat right now, so it would be kind of you eating alone, but like we got some really good spots.
No, that's okay. Maybe another time. But is there someone more quiet we could talk?
Yes, and by your expression, I'm gonna grab a bottle.
Yeah, maybe.
On the way, he like looks at some bottles. He's like, yeah. Just, okay. Do we each need half a cup or a full cup? What are we doing?
Maybe a full.
Oh, great. Fuck. Pours them out.
I'm sorry.
All right. He brings you over to a back corner. Basically, like it's like the area, like if like you were trying to get schmoozy with somebody, but like he turns the lights up a little bit, so it's not like weird, and it's just like, okay, what?
Right, couple things. So remember the last time I ran into you, and when the murder started.
Yeah, I remember.
Right. Okay. Well, listen. So, where do I even begin with this? They're all connected in such a way that makes me very concerned. I've been helping with the investigation, and I noticed a detail in some of the evidence we were finding that I might sound crazy because I don't have any concrete proof, but based on my findings, I'm worried about the state of the city. Part of me fears that it's gonna come tumbling down. And you've always been like family to me, and I want to give you a warning so you at least have the opportunity to leave.
Leave?
Leave. You've built a lot here, and I understand that, and you're doing so well, and I'm so proud of you, but I don't know how to explain it. I just have this feeling that something even more awful is going to happen than what's already happening. And it's going to affect everybody.
Roll me an insight check.
22.
Oh, there's 22. You watch when you say that you're so proud of him, you watch his lip quiver for a moment. Before he like just like takes a quick sip. He's like, I don't know what's happening, but like I I can't leave. One, like, sister's here. I can't leave her alone. Like, if something bad's happening, I would have to get her out too. You're here. I don't want to leave you here either. Like,
I'll be fine. I'll find my own way out. And yeah, I ran into your sister.
Oh.
Yeah. I kind of pissed her off.
This is not okay. Yeah, that wasn't okay. I assumed you didn't have to say it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Was it okay? Like, was it like it ended in a romp or ended with a knife fight or like where?
Oh, that first option never happening ever again.
That's fair. I just figured it, like I had fingers crossed. Honestly, not because I like want that, but like that is just the better result of the two.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's no going back there. And she takes like another swig of wine. She goes, I know you probably I don't know if she's the type to confide in you about the dealings of our relationship, but she messed up one too many times for me, Lice. I can't.
I don't need to 100%. She like your guys' relationship is your guys' relationship, just like mine and your relationship is our relationship, and like mine and her relationship is mine and her relationship. You can dislike somebody even if they're not a bad person, and you can love somebody who's a bad person. It's all a thing. Like it's a thing. Like it's fine.
No, I don't think so. You can't love someone who's a bad person.
I mean, you can, but maybe you have a skewed vision of them.
Yeah,
anyway, we could get into the philosophies of this later.
Yeah. But Alexander's like, I think it's like super mad. I'll leave if I really think I have to, but like, I'm bawling. I'm doing so good here.
I know you're doing so well here, but we had that one incident with one of the gates. What if they all start to fail and then there's no way out?
What are the chances of that? Like,
what were the chances of one of them collapsing to begin with?
I mean, like one maybe, but there's like a single malfunction. There's 16 of them. 1 out of 16, like, I'm fine with that as like a thing. Like, sometimes things go bad. I'm fine with that.
Just saying.
How about this? If the one that's closest to the top of the rift, since my apartment's around here too, goes out, immediately after that one goes out, I'll leave.
Okay.
As long as if my quick exit goes away, I will immediately skedaddle after that. How about that?
Fine. But I will be harassing you and checking on you like at least once a week.
He gives you like a kick in the leg and says, "Whatever you say, sis."
Can't believe you were up here this whole time.
can't believe you were out there, like, doing whatever crazy crap we were doing. Like, I want you on a main stage. Like, we have live shows sometime. Do you want a gig?
Yeah, you know what? It's been a while since I've played. I haven't been doing much of that lately. There's that. Oh, I should try to do something for that innovation festival, I suppose. I've just been so caught up in my head
Well,
with
you're
all of this.
friends with one of the church ladies, right? Because they're doing the thing
Yeah.
here. So why don't you just come do this tonight? Like, honestly, cooking, as someone who does it a lot, and I'm sure you have friends that you can ask about this. Cooking's a good way to just like blank out for a bit and like.
Yeah, I've been making friends with a lot of cooks lately. A lot of bakers.
It's
Maybe I need to be a little more domestic.
He snorts up some wine. He's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's not fair. That was too funny.
Oh, come on.
No, I can see maybe like Asunar in like an apron at home. I don't see that for you, but that's.
Connie just kind of like sips on her wine for way too long.
But yeah, I mean, this is gonna be fun tonight. They got someone from, I don't know, I know of the place, the Jewel Chalice. Apparently, they have a really good chef there that they're bringing up. I'm hyped to
Cinn.
see who this is.
He's really cool. He's
Oh,
nice.
you know?
Yeah, I know him.
Oh, cool. Then yeah,
we-
definitely
we've been
come
working
tonight.
together, but yeah.
Then definitely come tonight. Like, he's just like, come hang out. Like, I understand that you're not as impressed with Esther, but like, he's fun.
Okay.
At worst, he's fun to laugh at for some people. So it's
Yeah. You know. I feel like I always got the wrong. Well, lately I've been feeling like I got the wrong first impression of Aster. So maybe I just need to see him in a different light.
Have you tried having a conversation with him?
No. Been a little busy.
Okay.
Haven't really had the chance for a conversation.
Well, he's like 30 feet that way. And he's just looking at place settings right now. So I'm sure he could also use a quick distraction of a conversation.
Yeah, he's looking a little green around the gills there.
Apparently he doesn't cook, but he's trying really hard to learn how to cook for some reason. I don't know. I don't ask questions. That's a lie. I ask a lot of questions. I'm just not going to ask questions about this because he's paying everybody's salary in like one night. It's like crazy. I'm so excited.
Wow, he's dropping a lot of money on this.
Yeah, apparently it's really important for some reason. I don't get it. It's cool. Yeah. He finishes filling up your glass after you've drinking something. That's the most you get, because this thing's worth more than what you probably have in your purse. So
Yeah. I've been making the most money I've ever made working with the collective, but
this shit's crazy, right? Like this city is
been
insane.
Yeah.
No way we can go down from here. No, that's Vinny being like, yeah, we can just rest on our laurels and keep climbing high. I'm sure it won't go bad. You and Lysander finish catching up for a little bit. He like clinks glasses with you and says, I'm gonna go back to helping out with the stuff over there. Do you want to go talk to him? I'm sure you could use this distraction. If not, please just come by tonight. It was good seeing you now, but
Yeah, maybe yeah, go shake things up for him a bit. Why not? I'm feeling a little ballsy. Just like finishes the wine, gets up and starts heading for Aster, which will give him like a little like shoulder squeeze. Like, but seriously though, be careful, please. For me,
careful as I've been. You're the one doing the crazy collective stuff. You be careful.
be a little extra careful for me.
Okay, you be a little less extra and a little more careful. How about that?
I'll work on that.
Okay.
And make no promises.
He gives you like a one-armed hug, a kiss on the cheek, and then heads off. we were going to end there because that's like the first time we've had a good
Yeah.
session where it hasn't ended super bad. So
Yeah, no. You can pick up with her
Yeah.
taunting the shit out of Aster next time.
All right, guys. That is it for tonight. Good job, everybody. I need to double check the schedule, but I'm pretty sure the next thing we have is we might have Earth Arc later this week. We still have to do some audio testing for that because I'm not gonna be here. But I might be here. We'll figure it out. I don't know what you're saying, Anders. Just you
No,
yell.
Rachel was going, be a slut, and I'm like, I'm trying.
Are you? I believe in you.
Not now.
Okay, I believe in you. But yes, go ahead, be a slut, and do whatever you want, as Rach says. Also, thank you for supporting us. Please check out Fun Texas Choice. Please check out our merch store. Please go check out Gemhammer for their awesome stuff too. We will maybe see you for Earth Arc later this week, and then we will see you for Light Arc next week. Have a good night, and we will see you next time.